Hey, ha ha ha. Hey, RT96. Good to have you here. We are live. Got a few things to cover. Won't be a short one today, but will definitely be entertaining. So, a couple things happened. Blatzoid went on Discord and confronted Witsit. And this happened last night. So, have fun.
That was posted by Micah Ray. Micah Ray, you win the internet today for capturing that typo.
Email facatzoid@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
That was.
You don't have your email address listed. So I pulled up his YouTube page and I showed. I went through his YouTube page. His email address is not on there. So what did he do? While I was reading his YouTube page, his about page there, he added his email address.
Hey, Moses ran 100 meters in 12 arc seconds. How you doing? Yes, he absolutely got fucking owned. It's awesome.
As if that's going to cover up the lie, right? That this weird definition of formal invite that he
Gotta do something here for a second.
has contrived as some sort of a gotcha that, oh, I wasn't formally invited. Of course you were. Your email address wasn't available.
Well, McToon, just for interest's sake, you see, this was 2 years ago. This was a so-called debate between myself and you didn't
Oh, you mean you can?
understand perspective. And
Well,
yet I'm
watch,
still waiting
watch.
for your Flask assignment to be done. It's been 2 years now. Anyway, 2
Yeah, we're still waiting on you to do shit too, dude. So, hey, hold my pocket.
years. Let's go.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Yes, he is a liar.
His timing is from
Let's check what it says here. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there we go. Blatzoid@gmail.com.
Oh, wow, there's an email written there, and it doesn't say when you wrote it.
Huh. That's weird. That was 2 years ago. See? 28th October 2022. So my email was even up 2 years ago.
Blatzoid, how could he have emailed you? Blatzoid, how could he have emailed you? And somebody said that he misspelled his own email address.
He did. In his rush to type it in.
I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So somebody says that they sent me a screenshot of the typo.
Yeah,
Who sent it
everyone
and
is
where?
so on point.
Someone
Yes.
posted a screenshot of the misspelled email in your Discord general chat. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
That helps. It's precious. Oh, I love this. This is.
Did you have to scroll up too much? Because I don't see.
It's for Catzoid.
And this is Flatzoid's channel, by the way. This is his video, by the way. Hey, M80 Coco. Real Cygnus.
Oh my gosh. It's for Catzoid. He was in such a hurry to do it, he misspelled his own stupid name.
Yep.
And somebody said that he misspelled his own email address. I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So
I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So
Right. Until someone sent him the screenshot.
I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So I didn't see the version of it where his email address was misspelled. So
Why are you changing the speed of him talking? Why do you do that, Flatzoid? helps with the lie.
So good. Oh my gosh.
And now he's saying that, oh, that was doctored. That was doctored.
Oh, what an absolute piece of human film.
Love that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. Who gets credit? Hold on. That was posted by Micah Ray. Micah Ray, you win the internet today for capturing that typo.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Well, Micah Ray, since you think that if someone can make an edited screenshot and because it has the same modified and created time, therefore it's not modified, is beyond me that you actually think that is an argument. Let me quickly show you something. Here is an image. Properties. Look on screen. Today's date, the same modified and created time. Okay? Accessed 2 minutes ago. Now, let's do something quickly. Let's quickly do
I love it. Oh, this is awesome.
this. You see, this is the email from Duffy.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Hmm.
open with, edit with paint. Let's do that. Let's go and edit something quickly on it. So, boop, there we go. Wait, just to point out, it's Duffy's thing. Let's go. We say save as, JPEG, new. That's the desktop, save. Great. So there we got new.
Yeah.
Let's open the properties of that one. See?
Listen to him panicking. Listen to him. Hey, Phil Bell.
It shows exactly the same 3 minutes ago. Let's go to this one. Properties. Oh, what do you know? Date created and modified exactly the same. So make a
Okay. So what does that have to do with a screenshot that shows you lying? That proves that you lied, Flatzoid.
array. What do
You won't get that information, that properties, with a screenshot.
you have to say for yourself? Why are people editing things on my behalf and then saying I'm a liar?
They aren't editing things, Flatzoid. You're a fucking liar. You added that in and misspelled your own fucking name because you were in a hurry.
That's a bit odd. Desperation much? Yeah.
Yeah, desperation much, Flatzoid? So here's when he was on when he came on MC Tunes.
Flat
Hey, my mom bakes cakes.
is saying link.
Link. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really? Dude, this day it has been a wild ride.
All right.
I wasn't planning on doing
All
anything
right.
today, and then
Flatzoid.
he told me, "Hey,
All right. No lying and no sea lioning.
And for anybody who doesn't know what sea lioning is, definition of sea lioning. God damn it. A type of online harassment and trolling that involves bombarding someone with disingenuous questions or requests for evidence in an attempt to exhaust the other participant, make their position seem weak or unreasonable, get them to angrily lash out or block them.
Let's see if I have it in my copy.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Tinker.
All right. You ask for something and I give it to you and you don't accept it, you're out. Right? You've been warned. All right, he's got the link. Let me read a couple here. We got, did I get Steve from Windham? Oh, yeah, gave 10 memberships. All right, Globus Life says, Flurf equals fool's learning, erroneous, redonkulous fuggery. It's the intersection of ignorance, arrogance, and the self-deception. And concrete chairs. Nathan says both of his 2 brain cells are working hard to meow. You talking about penguin? I'm sorry.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody.
Turtle? Turtle can meow. Turtle's smart. Walking Man says, Witsit and Jaren are now all about the ice cities for the elites. Good job on surviving both barrels of the measured flats.
My cat, Monkey, harumps. He harumps. Hey, RT96. If he gets frustrated, he'll go, huh, 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 huh. It's funny.
Script from Brian.
Yes, I was. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I didn't hear when he was saying it, but they made some offhand references. But yeah, Jaren's like, oh, they have underground cities here, and that's why they don't want global warming, because global warming will.
Yes.
That's right. By the way, I sent you the link. It's in Discord. Ice is a very poor structure to build things in. It shifts and moves. If you were to build an under ice cavern, you would very quickly find that your cavern collapses, and then all of your hard work is gone. Plus, it's really cold in there. It can never get warm in an ice cavern.
Yes, and ice, if it cracks, can you imagine the disaster that would be? One of those having just how do you repair?
Everybody would die. Everybody would die. It'd be the worst place to build a hidden city. Why would you need to do it under the ice? Antarctica is barren. If you wanted to build a hidden city, you don't need to do anything except build it on the surface, because nobody's going to see it.
And then also, you have the logistical problems of having people living there. Can you imagine what a winter is like? In the dark, freezing cold, blizzards, wind.
But you're in the city underground, so that's all. You're isolated from that, and it's dark. So
how would you light that city underground?
It would all be lit artificially. Why would anybody want that? But PhD Tony says the U.S. military did build a base in the Greenland ice sheet. How long did that base last, though? Right. Link is inbound. Oh my gosh.
But when they talk about building it in the ice sheet, are they actually talking about, digging the ice sheet and building the structure into the ice directly, or building a structure over the top? Because those are very different things.
I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I linked the link. I just sent the link again. I don't know why you think it's invalid. Nico was able to get on with that very same link.
Yes, I am on here.
Max got on with that same link.
I got on hours ago.
It's the same link. Let me see if the one that, I'm the host now. Let's see. Is it the same? It's the same link that I got on. The exact same URL that I got on with. My goodness, let's see.
But how do you know? How do you know it's the same URL?
Because I just looked at the one in the Facebook Messenger that ends in GAD.1, and I pasted the same link to him, GAD.1 twice.
Can you make sure it's not Satan, though? I don't think we can.
I don't know. Okay, so PhD Tony says Project Iceworm, 59 to 67. Interesting. You got these flatties that don't understand science, have never done science, have never participated in science, are suddenly the experts on what is and is not allowed in science. Sorry, buddies.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I started when he came into the chat, so I didn't know how long it was before he actually came in.
Is the version of particular? Yes. The answer is none. About science by Kungi. Neither of them with any entry from that says dogma. handed, but no application. They don't pull step by step every single from if the instance of Raptor 3 in here. Room here.
To know TFE is backfiring for you guys.
There we go. I don't hear any question. He's in
There
the
we
room
go. Now we're right.
McToon.
There we
good
go.
to see you.
here. Okay.
How does it feel to know TFE is backfiring for you guys?
Oh, it's backfiring.
It's not backfiring at all. It's completely destroying flat Earth.
Oh, really? Have you seen
Yeah,
how much flat Earth
really.
channels have popped up and how great they're doing? They're growing exponentially.
Yeah, I don't think you know what exponentially means, Flat C. Anyway,
No, he doesn't.
so what do you got? You got a real
then
question?
He doesn't know what exponentially means, and a lot of people, even news people, don't know what the word decimate means. How many times have you seen like a reporter where some person got decimated, or like these commentary shows, these political commentary shows, where you see a thumbnail, liberal decimates MAGA. Do you know what decimate means? It's in the word. Deca, by 10. It's to eliminate something by a factor of 10. Decimate, definition. Kill or destroy, remove a large percentage or part of. Kill 1 in every 10 of a group of soldiers or others. That's what decimate means. 1/10. Destroying 1/10 of something. So, yeah.
Last question I also have for you.
Okay.
Why aren't you just answering me, did you receive an invite email from Duffy?
Oh, go back to the particular method of invite. So you were invited by having
Can you show me this formal invite, please?
Well, please define formal invite.
Did he email you or not? It's a yes or no question.
Okay. I said if you see Lion, you're out.
I had a simple question. This is why, guys, he
And
changed
this is your last chance to stop sea lioning.
A simple question.
He wouldn't stop sea lioning. So I asked him, he said, did you receive a formal invite? I asked him, what is a formal invite? And he won't define a formal invite.
Yeah, see, he did the same thing to me when I debated him on, what's his name's channel? Where he, where it's like, your evidence, your time to present evidence. And then he kept asking me questions. No, it's not the time for evidence. That's called sea lying. Hey, Patio.
So he was sea lining. You had your chance, Flatsy. You didn't stop sea lining. I knew you couldn't handle it, but let me give.
That was fast.
Yeah, that was. So here's the answer, Flatsoid. Your email address is not listed on your channel. Flatsoid, how could he have emailed you when your email address isn't listed on your channel? He couldn't.
It doesn't.
It's kind of hard to do that when your email isn't listed. Hey, you are Victoria, and you block everybody who wants to communicate with you, right? You block everyone, and your email isn't listed. So how are people supposed to communicate with you? Plus, when you heard it was happening, you said you'd never go. I'd never go because I don't want to freeze my tits off, right?
Make a difference though. No one would have picked you, Flatsoid. No one. You don't have more credibility in the flat Earth community than either.
Yeah, I mean,
Witsit
he
or
would have
Jaren.
been number 23 out of 24, and number 24 is ODD TV, who's currently in prison for narcotics.
Well, at least he made the list above ODD TV, right?
Oh.
So, but let me. I just really need to press this point in. Will Duffy emailed everybody a personal invite. No idea what formal invite means to you, Flatsoid. You refuse to define it. But he emailed a personal invite, a personal email to everybody who had their email address listed on their YouTube page. Now, since you didn't have that, it was not an option. He could not have done that. Instead, he did it in the video. In the video, everybody was listed, and there were other people who did not have an email address in there either. But some of them, amazing, you're going to be blown away by this, Flatzoid. Some of the other people on the list, even though they did not receive an email, became aware of the fact that they're invited through other means, like people that they know saying, hey, you were invited, what do you think?
Right. And if we go to my channel, took some screenshots. So where is it? Oh, no, it was this. Sorry.
Everybody was listed, and there were other people who did not have an email address in there either.
Okay, let's see. I'm here on Will Duffy, the fun.
What was this?
Let's see. Invites. Candace Owens, Derek Bay, Level Observer, invited me to England.
Oh, yeah, it's there now. Hey, Sandro. Yeah, it's there now because he put it in there. But even here, he doesn't have it listed, right? In his description, he didn't have it listed. So even in his video, in today's live stream, it's not listed. So he thinks I bet if he gets in a car accident and remembers that he didn't have insurance, he goes and tries to get insurance real quick just to cover it up, right?
I don't see any invite to us, and this is 3 months ago. This is the golden ticket idiocy, because he was crying, no flat earther wanted to go. So then he created this thing. Really odd. It's odd. So what video are you talking about, McToon? I don't see a video inviting anybody.
That's weird.
That's very bad, how can I put it? Very bad admin work from him. If you want to know people you're invited, you would kind of at least tag them in a video, make something in a thumbnail or a title, but it doesn't seem that way. That's...
Let's see. Let's look here. What do we have here? The location. The participants, 3 of 6. Okay. Let's try to shrink that back down. And again, let me reiterate: if you block everybody and you don't have an email address, how are people supposed to contact you, Flatzoid? Let's close that out. Let's This would be the only way, right, Flatzoid? Go to the final experiment. That's 2 of 6. Here we go. 3 of 6.
First of all,
The participants.
if you know evidence you show them,
So at timestamp 641.
they're going to be stuck in their artificial perception of reality.
Flat Earth and globe Earth are not equal competing theories. There is ample evidence for a globe Earth. There is none for a flat Earth.
Fuck.
First of all, if you know
What do you know? There you
how
are.
a sextant
There you are, dumb fuck. There you are. You're right there. The under the participants. The third video made in the series. So again, Flatfoot, you're a lying sack of shit. You were invited. You were put in the video along with the other people. No, your email address was not on your YouTube channel. You added that after you were called on it. So you're a lying fuck, Flatside. You didn't want to go first off, remember? And now it's, oh, they didn't invite me. And if you went, what would you do? Deny what you saw? Of course you would. Because the Bible is more accurate than what you see, right? And let me see here. One more thing. If we go down here to the videos, location, participants.
First of all, if you
go down here, it's quite a ways down. I actually took a screenshot of it, but it'd be easier. Actually, it's easier to do it this way. No. Do it this way just so. Yeah, here we go. Dell? Really? He thinks the Earth rising makes gravity. At least you got Flatzoid in there. So even Moomin Rider saw it. And I'm sure Moomin Rider said something to Flatzoid, right? Right? Fucking clown.
So, anyway, Flatzoid, thank you for being dishonest. 1,200 people just witnessed you being dishonest. So, and I will, I want to make this commitment to you, Flatzoid. If you are too dishonest to define formal invite, you don't get to ask. You don't get to ask, did you receive a formal invite? You must define the term in order to ask if it's been done. So
this is so weird.
Yes, happy New Year.
It's like, did you think this was going to be like a Sweet 16? That you would go to the airport and show your official invite card to the TFE? Like Flatzoid.
Yeah, did you expect that Will Duffy would be standing outside your place of work? And when you walked outside of work, he'd be standing there with balloons and your mom.
That's what I said. Hear ye.
Your mommy over there with the video camera going, oh, let me get some pictures as he gets invited to this. Is that what you thought? Was that your expectation, Flatzoid? No, Flatzoid. What is a formal invite? You won't answer the question. 1,200 people just watched you refuse to answer that question. You are dishonest. It's not a good look for you, but do keep it up. Flat Earthers.
I mean, it's not a good look. It's the only look he has, man.
Make Flat Earth look stupid. So.
And now.
There's more. Oh.
Now he can let go. He's there, like.
Yeah. But Flatzoid, how do you think he was supposed to send you an email, Flatzoid? Please answer in the chat here. How was he supposed to send you an email? Could you just show us where on your YouTube page your email address is?
He can't type in the chat because he's too busy typing in his fucking YouTube channel.
Should be easy if it's there, right?
Yeah, he still hadn't typed anything.
Oh dear.
Should be.
It's not.
I don't know. Maybe Satan removed it.
Satan might have removed it. But let's have a look.
He was mandala affected.
Just a second. So,
what do you believe?
Jeez. All right. So let's see how dishonest Flatzoid is.
Flatzoid on your.
Here we go. Here's Flatzoid's channel. Everybody can see it. Here's the more. Oh. Where's your email address, Flatzoid? It's not fair, Flatzoid.
Both of you have your Bitcoin address, but you don't have your email.
Yeah, you have. Let's see what you have. You have
I mean, this isn't edited. This is right at his channel. Live.
VPN discount. You're doing some advertising here to make a little money for yourself. Your Twitch address, your Kick address, your Element chat room, how to become a member, donate to your channel on PayPal or on Patreon, or your Element chat room, or your Perspective community chat room, or find your music there, or a radio experience online, or your Bitcoin wallet. But you know what you don't have there, Flatzoid? It's right here for everybody to see. You don't have your email address. So was your email address removed along with the 11 frames you removed, Flatzoid? How do you think Will Duffy was supposed to email you, Flatzoid? How? Just type it in the chat right here, Flatzoid. How was he supposed to get your email address? Because I can tell you, Will asked me, hey, can you get this person's email address? How about this person's email address? And I went to their YouTube channel and I said, oh, here's this person's email address. Here's this person's email address. Where's Flatzoid's email address? It's not there.
It's almost like you're more interested in, you know, money than, for example, what if someone has to correct you on something that you have said wrong? Another flat earth.
He never says anything wrong. You're new here, aren't you?
How, like, what? Flatzoid. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I thought that Creator Mix was going to be, I was going to be able to find Flatzoid's music and laugh about it a little bit. But no, it's where he takes revenue, ad-free music, what you call it, royalty-free, sorry. Love it.
All right.
Wait, we talked about video that you said you had downloaded. Was it Whitsitt and Oakley? Do you think we will have enough time for that?
I mean, I got a screenshot already. So he added his email address.
Oh, you're such a weasel.
What a scumball. I already got the screenshot though, Flatsy. I already got the screenshot of your lie exposed in front of 1,200 people.
Yep, he added it after he was called on it and he tried to fucking pass it off.
Right? Flatzoid.
What a clown. What a fucking clown you are, Flatzoid.
What a pathetic attempt that was. So sad. I can't believe
Echoing
you
Empire
actually
says busted.
Wow.
That was lame. That was seriously lame. Flats.
He added it so fast he couldn't even spell it right. So wait a second. What did he?
Catzoid.
Did he
Hey, Gary.
not get it right?
Like,
Happy New Year.
Hold on.
seriously, Flat Earth can't catch a break in 2024. We're
No,
lucky there's
it's
just
not.
one more day
It's-
remaining.
Well, this is right. Gmail.com. So, did he get it wrong and then fix it? Because I don't know. Is his email address?
Yep, he got it wrong, and then he fixed it. Hey, Ace SW.
Different than flatzoid@gmail.com? That's what I have here.
I don't know. We can let me.
But
take it for a
yeah, this
test
is
drive.
absolutely priceless. Flatzoid.
Oh, Flats! Like, dude,
I mean,
that-
how
this-
so embarrassing for you, Flatzoid. You expected him to send you an email address without having your email address available. And when shown that your email address isn't on there, you on the fly change it.
Yeah.
And you removed all that other stuff except for your Bitcoin wallet, of course.
Yep.
What How so sad for you. I mean, like
Oh,
it just there's no words for how
No.
like he's gone for days leaning into this. I didn't get a formal invite while refusing to define formal invite. Then he's like, well, how come I didn't get an email? I show that he doesn't have his email address listed on his YouTube page. So how could he have received an email invite? He could not have received an email invite. And live on the fly, he goes to add it there as some way to try to cover up. Man.
Yep.
So sad.
And he has the fucking gall to call honest people liars.
Yeah.
we should start, I don't know, like a Flat Earth show, because some of these things you couldn't possibly script them this well.
Oh, yeah. That's
Like-
just, yeah. It's hilarious. Oh, I didn't get an email. Anyway, thank you, Flatzoid, for the amazing failure there. Apparently, that email address was deleted along with the 11 frames. So,
Yep.
let me read a few things here. We got
So, anyway, that was his appearance on MC Tunes.
So what's up? Good to see you all. Thank you for.
This is when he decided to go on Discord on 24/7, where Witsit is, and confront Witsit, call Witsit out, or Witsit called him out, or he I don't know, something like that. Somebody called somebody out.
for coming. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, I was called out by Witsit. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going to be discussed. I hope you guys can all hear me. Please type 1 in chat if you are able to hear me. It's good to see you all. Please hit
I mean, they claim it that the humidity at Union Glacier was 50%.
the likes, share the show. Really appreciate you all. Let's see if I can get onto the Witsit thing. Why is it not showing my... Okay, I just want to see if I can share it quickly. Window. Oh, there we go. There we go.
And if you look at like time and weather for Union Glacier, it does show like 70%, 60%, 80% humidity. But if you notice, those humid days line up with when they have massive fog or snow, or it's real cloudy, and that's humidity. That when it's foggy, it's 100% humidity. When it's raining, that's 100% humidity. But then when it's clear, humidity drops. And it was clear the entire time they were there.
Let's go. Yeah, so it's good to see everybody. I'm going to put the sound on now, and then we're going to start this off. Good to see you guys. Please hit the likes, share the show. Okay.
Them, and those people exist, and so like I would never, I would never like take advantage of that, or
He looks like
do something at their expense.
And identify the flat earthers.
I've seen a lot is people in the comments on the videos like,
I think I've
"There's
seen
no
this
way I
before.
can't believe all-"
I think I've seen this before. Can you identify the flat earther? They've done it before. May just not be that one.
They would do that. I can't believe he would trick me. And they're like,
No alcohol. I'm probably gonna go and buy a beer. Just have a beer. But this is my last joint for the year. Fucking out. So
genuinely.
tried to make it last. Almost lasted. Normally at the end of the year, we get our checks like on the 31st of the 1st. But that didn't happen this year.
You and her buy it.
Yeah, they felt like betrayed. Yeah, like I would have swore Wit's super genuine. I've watched him for years, he's super transparent. I've watched him on his tour. I've watched him get constantly attacked and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, you don't say, my guy.
Hey guys,
All right, guys, I think Flatzoid
Hey
is
guys, can you hear
ready.
me? Yeah. How's
Fitz,
it going?
are you good to go?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's be quiet. Let's everybody go on mute. Witsit and Flatzoid are gonna have the floor.
You want to switch to an event?
It's up to you guys. Yeah, if you want to go on the other.
Doesn't bother me.
Might be easier to moderate.
Leave it here.
Surely people can just control themselves, right? Like, I'll just say, like, if you're gonna start interrupting, we're just gonna mute you.
Yeah, if you interrupt, you're gonna get muted. So it's gonna be between Witsit and Flatzoid.
Okay, let's play the very beginning.
He looks like a cult leader.
Ah! I saw it.
I mean, I think he's a true scientist.
You're right. It made me giggle.
Possibly a astronaut.
Possibly
What's
an
up,
astronaut.
everyone? I'm back, and I have my two favorite, very
Yeah.
special guests: my wife, Mrs. Mott,
Hi.
and my sister-in-law, Cindy.
Hello.
We are back to play another round
Cindy Broom.
of Flat Earther or Debunker. Let's jump right in.
You flatzoid. You cowardly. You lying sack of
Flat Earther.
Definitely.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the flat Earth theory too. Flat Earther theorist he's ancient. I'm sorry. Sorry if you feel offended, but seriously, I just gotta say it.
Just like
There's really nothing else I can add to that.
No offense taken at all.
Okay. So he's old, therefore Flat Earther. Got it. Okay.
No, this is just someone posted the link. Ha ha ha! Posted the link, and we're playing this part.
Cool. What do you have to say, honey?
Just something in my stomach kept screaming flat earther, and I can't tell what it is.
So I'm cursing out a flat earther, and she thinks I'm a flat earther.
Hey, look, fair enough. Let's see if everybody says.
Nope.
Oh,
So much cleaner in that.
Yeah, see, you could have showed this picture. That's the perception deception right there.
Yeah.
Misdirection. Don't trust me with my screenshots. And okay. No, this is Sean Hawkins. He is a debunker on YouTube. And he was disappointed he wasn't in my last video with you guys. So there you go, Sean.
Sorry,
Well,
Sean.
Sorry, Sean. I apologize if I offended you.
Just that photo of you was, I don't know.
I don't think he cares. He goes live that way. I don't think he cares. All right. Hey everyone. If you're
Yeah, so no offense taken. It's funny as hell. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is Flatzoid and Witsit.
So I called you out in the chat, Ryan. So props to you for coming. And I'll just give my perspective real fast here. I haven't watched any of your streams. I'm making a point not to watch any of the streams that are slandering me so that I don't get pissed off. And but people have told me that you're faking it, or that you're claiming that we faked it. Even when I was in Antarctica, I was told you'll never guess what Flatzoid said. He claimed.
Actually, let's do this. Oops. Come on, man. There we go. And we will make it bigger. Actually, here, let's try this. It's not going to do it. Damn it. Normally it gives you, like, pop out the chat, but it's not letting me pop the chat out. Maybe you can only do that to your channel. I'll move this down here. Actually, we can do this. Because, like, all all we're going to see is this. So this is the more important thing. Do that. We'll move this and this over to here. And we'll flip this. See, I can't right click on anything. I cannot right click on anything. What the fuck?
And that Union Glacier's not even in Antarctica, and I heard that you're just doubling and tripling.
Hey, Westside. When I wiped when I tried to fix my computer, I didn't wipe it. I didn't do a complete wipe on it, and it still may have a fucking malware on it. I don't know.
Down. You're doubling and tripling. I'm just telling you what I've heard, and then you can correct the record or whatever.
Okay.
That you're doubling and tripling down, claiming that I faked it, that we weren't actually there, that it was a studio, that none of it's adding up, blah, blah, blah. So obviously, what I want you to do is just kind of come here, whatever accusations you made.
Let me see. I wanted to do something here. God damn it. Window capture. Where is it? Or display capture. No, window capture. His arrogant, smug reactions are worth watching. Sorry.
Made, like say it with your chest, or clear the air, or correct the record if you're actually genuinely trying to figure out the truth. And yeah, there you go. If you want to go ahead and like give your position or address any of those accusations, and or like just lay out what you think and what you've been saying.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you called this out. I haven't been slandering you. People I can actually.
Yeah, you have. You've been calling him a liar and a fraud and saying he's lying about it. Yes, you've been slandering him. Hey. Whoa, someone. Ace. Hey. I just saw a name pop up and disappear.
She watched the streams
Sorry.
where I actually said I think you've been duped into
Wrath. Hey, what's up?
this thing. So I've actually been sticking up for you. Although you have done.
No, you haven't been sticking up for him. Holy shit, man.
Very shady things that we've seen, like the vape thing, which I think I was listening earlier where you said it's just a cup of tea.
What? No. I said there's a stream with Owen Benjamin where you can see my breath the entire time. And
yeah, kind of, Ace.
The reason that you're able to see my breath more is because I'm drinking hot tea in that stream. And so it's warming up like my lungs, and my mouth is wet and my throat is wet. And so you can see my breath the entire stream during the Owen Benjamin stream, which completely debunks the claim that you can't see our breath and I had to fake seeing my breath.
That's not actually, I wouldn't say that debunks anything, because when we watched that other stream of yours live where you actually, which is in contention, where you actually put off your screen and went into the shelter there and took your vape, as people are saying, because it does look like you took a vape. That's the only time that breath showed, and you were out of breath when you were doing it. It's like you were holding your lungs. We showed a video of the marathon runners there a day earlier, and their breath was showing the whole time, and they were also at Union Glacier. So why was it possible that their breath is always showing and your guys wasn't?
Okay, so that isn't true.
So hear what he said?
We showed a
listen to what he said.
Video of the marathon runners there a day earlier, and their breath was showing the whole time, and they were also.
Their breath was showing the whole time. Keep that in mind.
At Union Glacier. So why was it possible that their breath is always showing and your guys wasn't?
Okay, so that isn't true. We just now watched the marathon video. There's like an hour and a half long video. It actually just loops a lot. And you can see many different scenes where people are actually running or just ran and you don't really see their breath. There are times that you see their breath, there are times that you don't see their breath. Secondly, yes, I went inside and drank water. And like I've said many times, if you go into somewhere that it's warmer and you drink water, when you come out, you can see your
Hey, Stanley.
breath more. I've also said that yes, I did unexpectedly find a vape in my bag when I was traveling. That's because I used an old little bag I used for chargers, and it had a vape in there from way back in the day because I did used to vape. I don't vape now. And so I did hit that vape a couple times when I was in Antarctica. But I did absolutely objectively not hit a vape, walk over to the scene, to the screen, and then exhale it to fake my breath. It's just objectively not true. And that's why all the people that are claiming it, are not actually showing the consecutive moments up to that point. And what they're doing is blatantly lying about the timing. And they're saying, look, Austin's ducking behind the trash can here. Then he stands up, and this is where he fakes his breath. But that isn't true at all. That isn't where you see my breath.
Well,
That's like
if you
10
watch
minutes,
the video,
15 minutes later in the stream.
if you watch the video, because you watch this live, you can see you vaping as soon as you get out. You actually put it to your mouth. And when you walk to the laptop, you actually duck down to vape. We actually see this in real time.
You notice you didn't okay. You cannot see in lifetime that I hit a vape and walk over to the camera and then exhale. Objectively, you cannot. And I actually have a 4K 360 video right here that's 25 hours long lifetime. That will prove that this whole entire thing is a lie and that you don't see me hit a vape and walk over there, because I would never vape on camera. Okay. And
To be fair, that's why you ducked, so you wouldn't vape on camera.
proof
Hey, Clarence.
that I didn't vape and fake my breath is that immediately afterwards I try to take 2 more deep breaths to show you my breath.
Speaking of marathon runners, I volunteered to help at a marathon, and my only job was to pass water out. And I was unfamiliar with marathons. I didn't know how they worked, right? And a person in a wheelchair rolled by. They were involved too. It wasn't really a marathon. It was like a run for the cure. Which I think that if you're going to have a run for the cure, only the winner should get the cure. But that's just a side thing. But they went by and they like held their hand out, and I didn't know what they were wanting. Hey, Charles, I didn't know what they wanted. They just had their hand out. Stupid me could have figured it out, but I didn't. So they didn't get any water at my stop, and I felt so bad. I still feel bad to this day about that.
Because I thought that you were gonna see it.
Okay, but like we said, we got actual video footage from.
I got a lot of shit up here that's not good.
From a camera showing you walking in concession and doing this. We see you go down, and we see you actually put things to your
Ooh, did he go down?
mouth, and then you show the breath. But if
That
you
is
say
a lie.
no,
You are
it's not a
sitting
lie.
there
Are you saying I'm lying? While we show
Yes, you're a liar.
That's what I
live.
just said, right? Didn't I just say you're lying?
Oh, I'm saying
Yes,
you
I'm
lying
saying
because
you're
the
lying,
actual
right?
we got live streams to show it. Remember, you said you didn't watch
No,
any
you
of the
don't.
streams.
Show it right now. Share your screen. Show it right now.
It's
You're
gonna be-
lying.
Whoa, wait. Did you not say you didn't watch any of the streams?
No, what I watched, what I did. No, what?
You said
No,
in the
what I
beginning when
think
I started, you didn't watch any of the streams because you don't want to see people slandering you, blah, blah,
I didn't
blah.
watch your streams. That's right. But what I have seen is the claim that you're making right now, which is some video someone made saying, look, here's Austin ducking behind the trash can. And then he says, then he stands up and this is where he fakes his breath. That's a lie, though. That isn't the moment in the stream that you see my breath. It's an entire.
Ooh, marathon runners? Yeah, they do shit their pants. I was at one of the last fitness or what do they call it? PT tests that I went through in the Army was in Germany, and I we had to do a 2.5 mile run in less than 20 minutes. And to me, that's hard to fucking do. I've never been in real great shape like that. And I finished it in 19.5 minutes. And when I got there, I threw up and shit myself. I kid you not.
Entirely.
But then I was standing next to 3 or 4 other people who did the same thing. So
Different moment in the stream. It is a
didn't
lie.
feel so
You
bad.
just now said the lie. So show the screen. Show everyone that this is not.
Do I agree? That's a loaded question. What? Is it funny how Witsit now needs to justify his position? Oh, yes, absolutely. I fucking agree.
Not a lie. Show right now that you watch me duck, hit a vape, stand up, and fake my breath. You won't, because that isn't what happened.
Oh,
It's
just
an
like I
entirely
would,
different
just like I
person.
wouldn't show up here. Okay, I'm gonna try see if I can get the video quicker.
No, I agree with Austin. That was an edited video. They moved the timeline around. You have to look at it because it
Hold
is
on,
false.
Flatoid, and let's go back.
Okay, cool. If you did say it's edited, I'll look into that. But what I see is
But
it
what answered
literally
the
shows
question?
you-
Did you? Is that where you saw it? You saw the video that showed that the guy's narrating it, and he says, "Look,
It's
here
over
you see him
360
ducking
camera.
behind-"
It shows over 360 camera.
Yes, well, Flatsoy didn't watch the video, just like he didn't watch any of the Will Duffy videos where he was invited. He didn't watch those. All Flatsoy does is watch the edited videos that other flat earthers do about it.
You're not answering my question.
It
Is
shows
where
no,
you
not of
supposed-
that. No, I didn't see it of that. It was off a 360 camera.
The same way the only research he does is watching other flat earther videos.
Yeah,
You
on
know,
the
you guys
360 I want
had
you to
ca-
say
wait,
on
wait,
the
wait.
record right now.
You
I want
guys-
you to say on the record right now. You're claiming you watched the 360 camera and you watched me
Duck
hit
down,
a vape,
yes.
stand up, and exhale.
Yes.
Is that what you're claiming?
Yes.
Okay, that is a lie. Because what actually happened was I walked into the room, okay? Then I come back out, walk up to the stream, and that's when you see it. Later on, I duck below the trash can.
Did you or did you
okay?
not switch your screen off?
What?
Did you or did you not switch your screen off when you went into the
No,
camp?
what I actually did was played a video that is a song of my wife, and that she made, and I just found out yesterday that shows black screen on the stream for some reason, and then I even showed people what the actual video is, and I can pull up my studio right now that has that video loaded. So I played the video through Talk Studio through Streamlabs, which has an uploaded video of my wife who made a visualizer for a song she made when I was there. I played that song, which you can obviously hear in the stream. It's playing a song. I played the song. It was supposed to be playing the visualizer video. For some reason, it just showed a black screen. Then I walked away. I went inside. I got a drink of water. I came back out, and then I ended the video and started talking with you. But what the claim that's being made, which comes from a video, which literally says it's edited, the video's edited, and he says, here's where he ducks below the camera, the trash can. You can see it looks like he's hitting a vape right here. Then he stands up. You see him stand up again for the screen because I'm like putting the gloves on. This is where he fakes his breath. That is a lie. If you actually go and look at the stream where you see my breath, I'm not even wearing gloves at that point.
You do
I
know,
only put those-
you know, we watched that stream live while you were doing it, and we said, "Oh, where's your gloves now?" You do know that we said this. But wait, you wouldn't because you didn't watch us.
That cracks me. Oh, he lied. He said he was going to put his gloves on and he didn't.
Stream. By the way, yes, don't worry. I'll look into further. with it, 'cause you
Address
said-
what just
I just
was
did.
said,
I just
dude.
did. I say you are lying because we saw you duck down and take a vape, stand up and show your breath, and you were out of breath when you tried to do so.
Right, and during that live stream, you claimed he was lying about he had to fake his breath to make people think he was in Antarctica. So you were slandering him by calling him a liar and defaming him, something you claim you didn't do.
Like you holding your breath. Now, since you
That
say that's
isn't what happened. Show the
that-
screen right now. Show what you're
don't
claiming.
worry.
Mr.
No, it's a bit difficult to show now, but don't you worry. We will show.
Why? You're on a computer. Why not? You can share your screen, dipshit. It's pretty easy to do, Flatsoid. You just share your screen and you play the video. You should have already had queued up because you knew we were going to fucking talk about this, right, Flatsoid?
Everything. But for now, Why did you walk away to pick up snow when you could have just got it by your feet?
No, we're not just gonna skate past this. What you're saying
Some more sea lighting. He won't address the issue.
is a lie. We're
No,
gonna
it's
wrap
not.
up each point. What you're saying is a lie. I did not hit a vape and then walk over to the screen.
Then why did
and
you put your
exhale
mouth?
the vape. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Well, then
I did
stop
not
saying
hit
I'm
a
lying.
vape. Stop interrupting
Then stop
me.
saying I'm lying.
This is just like what you have to do with FED, because I'm about to completely expose every one of
Go
your
ahead.
slanderous
Go
claims,
ahead.
and so you're gonna have to try to censor me. Okay, I objectively did not hit a vape, walk over to my camera, and exhale a vape to fake my breath. If I did hit a vape, I intentionally made sure that I had already exhaled before I ever went to the camera, because I would never vape on camera. The circulating video claiming that I ducked behind a trash can and hit a vape and stood up, and that's the part he fakes his breath, is a lie. It is edited. It's an entirely different part of the stream, which is why you will objectively never show what you're claiming you can show right now.
Did you?
Because I've already looked at the video. I know for a fact it's a different portion of the stream. Okay, so and then secondly, we've already debunked the whole thing, and you just handwave dismissed it. That I did do a stream later with Owen Benjamin where you see my breath the entire time, and then the obvious point here that is just so obvious. If I was hitting a vape to try to trick people into saying that you could see my breath and fake I'm in Antarctica, why would I then say, oh wow, be surprised you see my breath, say what's up now, and then immediately take 2 follow-up deep breaths thinking you're going to see it again if I
Not a sovereign soul. Ask him if he'll take a polygraph test.
actually knew that I was hitting the vape to trick people?
First off, polygraph tests are inadmissible in any court. In every court.
Okay, so you
Not
do.
just that, but, real quick, the vape, like vapor, is
No,
so.
hold on, man. Hold
Okay,
on.
wait.
This is just
Okay. Okay, let's get back to this. Remember, you even said you don't vape anymore, but you just apparently had a vape in there, and you decided to vape in Antarctica, which is odd. We see the video footage of you actually ducking down, putting the vape to your mouth, then standing up and showing your breath and being out of
You're
breath because
lying.
no, I'm not. You just saying I'm lying doesn't mean I'm lying. We saw this
Oh, you want to
live.
bet 10 grand? You want to bet 10 grand on it?
I'm not a betting guy. As everybody knows, I'm a Christian.
Oh,
I don't do
that's
bets.
convenient.
But don't worry. But don't worry with
No, Flatzoid, you're not a Christian. You are the furthest thing from a Christian.
But I'll be showing. But I'll be showing you. Don't worry. I'll be showing you exactly what.
No,
you're
you
saying.
won't.
Yes,
No, you
I
won't,
will. Just
because-
like.
Okay, now
Don't tell me what I.
will.
Wait. Don't interrupt me now. Don't tell me what I will and won't do, because all you are doing now is saying I'm lying while we literally saw you do it. So don't tell me I'm
no,
lying.
you didn't. What your retarded dumbass did was see a
insults.
clipped edited video. What you did was see a clipped edited video circulating on the internet where a guy just baselessly claims that after I duck behind the trash can, I stand up, and that's the part of the stream where you see my breath. But if you weren't retarded and you actually went and fact checked it, you would have saw that's an entirely different portion of the stream, Flatzoid. Where you see my breath in the stream is when I enter the building, walk back over there, and start talking. It is an entirely different part of the stream objectively. It is edited, and the only evidence you guys have is this guy just claims, like you're claiming right now, that that's when you see
While
my
we
breath.
watched it
That
live.
isn't true.
While we watched it live. Okay, but would you be willing to take a polygraph test?
Yes.
Okay,
And you
great.
didn't watch it live. You
Great.
didn't watch it live, you retard. The
So you're
360
lying as
camera
well,
wasn't
saying we
fit-
didn't. I
Time
didn't
out,
say the
time out,
360
time out.
was
You
live.
didn't-
I didn't
you
say the
did-
360 was
okay,
live.
Okay, so then you didn't see me do anything ducking behind a trash can live. So you're lying. What you're claiming right now is that you can watch
Well, Flatzoid is saying it was live because he was showing it live. It wasn't live.
me duck behind a trash can, hit a vape, stand up, and then fake my breath. That is a lie. The moment that I then stand up is an entirely different time of the stream.
You sure you want to? You sure you want to down that hill?
I mean, Flatzoid, can we just...
Can the audience please get the video that you guys are talking
Hold
about for
on
like
a
the last
second.
10 minutes so we can wrap
Hold
this
on
point
for a
up?
second.
Can you guys?
Guys,
I linked the
hold
video
on.
in
This
reference.
isn't time to interject. Hold on, man. Flatzoid, can we just get a timestamp?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get it up here quickly. We're from my live, watching his live.
Hey, George.
And then you can see he literally puts on his screen again And then he ducks down, ducks up, and then shows a vape. I'm just trying to get it quickly. Because we watched...
what's even crazier about it is, again, okay, there's a stream where I'm talking the whole time and you see my breath. And then you made another false claim and you claimed that the people in the marathon, you can see their breath the whole time. That's a lie. We just now watched it. The whole room just watched it, where people that are running the marathon, half the time you don't see their breath. You claimed you always see their breath in the marathon. That's a lie. We just watched
Wait. Now you're lying because you didn't watch any of my content. So when did I say they always see their breath?
You said it earlier. Remember what I showed when I said, remember this? It's important later.
You said that when you first came in here.
I didn't even talk. Wait. I said most of the time.
No, you said the entire time, the whole time. You did. You said the whole time, Flatsoid.
No, you didn't. You said always. You said the word always.
Okay, well,
he didn't say always. He said the whole time.
Now, okay, who cares? Now you're changing it. Oh, so
no, I'm not changing it because, by the way, do you know when they're having the interviews before the race, they show their breath as well? Were they hot then?
Wait. No, don't. You just said now.
Were they hot?
Always.
Were they hot then?
No, you're.
Why are
trying
you
to
changing?
this.
Why are you
now,
changing this?
What?
I'm asking you a simple question.
He's trying to deflect.
Were they hot then? Is your question? Were they hot then?
Before the race, yes. The interview before the race.
I would guess that they're not nearly as out of breath or as hot as after they run, are they, Flatsoid?
Sorry?
That's irrelevant, though, because
it's not.
you just like.
Why is it irrelevant?
Stop.
It's irrelevant because you said always. You said the whole time. It doesn't matter when. You said the whole time.
Stop. You're going to now address that. You just double spoke. So first, when you came in here, you said that we watched the marathon and you always see their breath. Now you're claiming you didn't say that. And
so we're at 17:11.
Show it right now. Share your screen and show it right now. You're lying. What? No. I said there's a stream with Owen Benjamin where you can see my breath the entire time. And the reason that you're able to see my breath more is because I'm drinking hot tea in that stream. And so it's warming up like my lungs and my mouth is wet and my throat is wet. And so you can see my breath the entire stream.
I wish I would have remembered the timestamp for that.
During the Owen Benjamin stream, which completely debunks the claim that you can't see our breath and I had to fake seeing my breath.
That's not actually, I wouldn't say that debunks anything because when we watched that other stream of yours live where you actually, which is in contention, where you actually put off your screen and went in, does look like breath, showed a video of the marathon runners there a day earlier and their breath was showing the whole time and they were also at Lunar Glacier.
What was that, Flatsoid?
And their breath was showing the whole time and they were also at Lunar Glacier. Yeah. And their breath was showing the whole time and they were also at Lunar Glacier.
So you lied, Flatsoid.
Said that we watched the marathon and you always see their breath. Now you're claiming you didn't say that and that you just said that sometimes you do. Okay, so
look at the confusion on his face. He's been called out. That's his I've been called out on a lie. Oh shit face.
If you're now saying that sometimes they do, then how come when they're running a marathon in Antarctica, how could there be moments that you don't see their breath? Answer the question.
You are claiming you only see the breath because they were hot. That's what you said.
I never said anything like that.
Well, this was recorded live, so yes, you did say that.
I did not say you only see their breath because they're hot. I never said
that's
anything
what
like
you
that.
said.
Answer.
So now you lying. Okay, now again, Witsit.
No, Witsit didn't say that.
You don't.
The whole room is sitting here watching you.
Everybody's watching you. Everybody.
But you never had any.
Witsit. Witsit. The only thing you've been doing this whole time is trying to insult me and saying I'm lying. Even when you concede, you've never.
You are proven. I just proved you lied, Flatsoid. I proved you lied. One of the first things out of your mouth was a lie.
Watched anything I've been bringing out. So the only one having
You're not gonna get away from this question. You came in here. You said that you're gonna answer the question, Flatsoid.
Did you or did you not have breath?
Did you or did you not have breath? You're gonna answer the question.
Did you or did you not have breath?
That we're not gonna skip this point.
Did you or did you not have breath? Did you
I
or
get
did you
you
not
were
have breath?
trained by. I get,
Did
I get
you
were
or
trained
did you?
by-
You called me out, okay, and I'm answering you. Did you or did you not always show your breath?
No. What?
Great. Will your breath show when you're in Antarctica?
So, yes.
Sometimes. Depends, man. Depends on the lighting, whether you're in the shade or in the sun, whether you've been busy, whether you've been indoors for a while. Yeah, it will or it won't. It's not a guaranteed thing, man.
On camera,
Okay.
sometimes it's
I've been in the winter. I've been out in the snow when it's real dry. My breath doesn't show, but then sometimes it does.
hard to see your dude. If you keep this, is what you have to do. You're just like Nathan Oakley. You're gonna get completely exposed, so you have to censor me. It's not gonna work here though. So we're gonna now go
It's called Funny muting, Flatzoid.
back to what you keep avoiding.
The only one over
came in
talking is
here,
you.
Stop interrupting.
I am going
me.
to because
You
you're
came
interrupting
in
me
here-
every time. Stop interrupting me.
You
Stop
can't-
telling me I'm lying. Stop talking bogus lies about me and telling me I'm
It's not bogus lies. We just proved you lied, Flatzoid. It's not a lie.
lying when you don't even know what's
Says
going
the
on.
guy who slandered me for
what?
weeks.
Where did
now,
I
for a
slander? Tell
whole
me.
week.
What did I slander you about?
Stop.
Tell me.
Dude,
Go on. No.
dude,
You
Flatzoid,
just made a claim I
Flatzoid.
slandered you. Tell me what I slandered you
Look at
about. Go
how
ahead.
he's acting.
You called him a liar. You said he faked the whole thing, that he vaped when he didn't. That's what you did, Flatzoid. That's what you did.
He knows he got caught, and so he's trying to do
What
everything
have
in
I
his power
slandered
to
you?
avoid the point. I'm going to keep repeating the point till you address it. You came in here, you claimed that we watched the marathon video, and we quote unquote always see their breath. I then called you out for that. You now say, I didn't say always. It's recorded. Just blatantly gaslighting the room. Yes, you're right. It's recorded. You said always. Now you're
Yes, that's what you lied, Flatzoid.
saying that you said something.
And he doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. Because lying is natural to him. It's like he cares as much as if someone criticized him because he was wearing pants. Well, everybody wears pants.
Sometimes. Okay, then here's the question that you're so scared of answering. If the people were running a marathon in Antarctica and you only sometimes see their breath, why would you ever not see their breath?
Camera angles also make a difference. Now, again, and lighting. But I'm going back to what you
So
said.
wait.
I
So
just
camera
answered
angles
you.
and
What? Now
lighting.
you interrupting
So
me
camera-
again.
No,
Are
I
you
want you to
trying to
answer-
censor
I want you
me
to
now,
answer-
What's
wait,
it? Don't
no,
you
we're
want?
gonna
No,
clarify this.
it's
We're
my
gonna
turn. It's
clarify
my
this.
turn. What's it? It's my turn.
We're
What's
gonna-
it? It's no. We're
Well, no,
clarifying
wait,
this.
wait,
We're
wait.
clarifying
Hey,
this.
It's your
What's
turn
it?
after we
Hey.
wrap up this point. It's your turn.
Sorry,
after we wrap
hypocrite.
up this
Sorry,
point.
hypocrite.
So just to
Hypocrite. It's
clarify,
my turn
just
to
to
talk.
clarify.
No, it's my turn.
Wait.
You just had your turn. I
Flatzoid.
answered you. It's my turn. You can wait.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Flatzoid admits that you wouldn't see your breath in Antarctica because of lighting
Never-
and camera angles, but his whole home run is that we don't see our breaths. You're a retard. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, great. Insults. So anyway, their breath was seen most of the time because the angles and the lighting was correct. You, the whole time, said, you can't see my breath because the air is too dry. Then you go and take a vape, which we saw, and then you say, oh, look, oh, there's breath, and you try it again, and it didn't work because the vape was already out of your lungs. We can even see you holding your breath and forcing it out. So again, instead of over talking me and telling I'm lying, now
You see him holding his breath and forcing it out. How does that work? How does that work?
Now, you made a claim I've been slandering you while you just literally said 5 times you have not watched my content. What have I
I've watched your content and you constantly slandered him.
slandered you about? The person who hasn't watched my content.
Hey, you've slandered me since you've been in here. You're going to interrupt me, guaranteed. You slandered me since you've been in here. You're still doing it. You're claiming I faked my breath with a vape. That is objectively a lie. Therefore, it's slander because that isn't true. I didn't fake my breath. I had no reason to fake my breath. You have now admitted that based on camera angles and lighting, you wouldn't always see your breath. And your big home run was that I pointed out that you don't really see your breath here because of the dryness of the air. That's a fact. If you know how to use Google, maybe you could look up and say, what causes you to see your breath? And you would see that it's directly proportionate to moisture in the air and in the lungs. So yes, because it's a desert, there is basically no moisture in the air, and your lungs dry out the longer you are outside. So for the temperature to be as cold as 18 degrees, you do not see your breath nearly as often or as much as one would expect because you're in a desert. I was in Tennessee and it was 45 degrees and I could see my breath more there than I could in Antarctica. And the answer is because it's a desert. And you've now admitted that because of the background lighting and it's so bright and based on camera angles that even in Antarctica, you wouldn't always see your breath because of the background. The other answer is because the visibility of the breath isn't that high because it's
The Earth Awakening stream. I don't know what that is. The YouTube channel or the Discord?
a desert.
Sorry, do you know that you can still see your breath in the desert? What's it?
Did you know that you can still see our breath in the videos where we're in Antarctica?
Great. So again, you were
Great. So you just proved you wrong, buddy. You're just gonna go yes so about it.
fighting and saying you can't see it because the air's too dry. Now you're saying you can see it. Contradict much?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is so goofy. So you can't see your breath as much as one would expect with temperatures that cold because it's a desert. So your breath.
Am I subscribed to them still? I don't think I am.
And he claims to live in Wisconsin, and that's his whole evidence that.
Holy crap, that's like, they've been on for 12 hours straight.
I did.
No, I never did.
We can watch some of that.
Is not nearly as visible as it would be somewhere else where it's more humid and there's more moisture in the air. So when I say you can't really see your breath here because it's a desert, that's just a fact. That's a fact. You can go somewhere in North America, you can go to the northern portion of the United States, and it can be twice the temperature, and you would see your breath twice as much because there's way more humidity, way more moisture in the air. This is a fact that everyone can easily research. Visibility of breath is due to cold temperatures in relationship to the amount of moisture in the air and in the person's lungs. That is a fact. So yes, the visibility of your breath in Antarctica is not nearly as high as it would be somewhere else with the same temperature because it is a desert.
Right.
And yes, the background is always super bright. The sun's reflecting directly off the snow and ice. It's super bright. It's like a white background. We were actually trying to figure this out live because when people were pointing out that we couldn't see our breath, we're like, yo, now that you come to think about it, we really don't see our breath as much as you would think that we do. And then later on, I walked behind that building in the shadow and I could see my breath very easily the whole time. I then called Jaron over there and said, bro, you can totally see your breath. And he came over there and we could see each other's breath because we're in the shadow and we're not just in the bright sun. So we were literally trying to figure it out ourselves live. Because guess what, Flatsoid? We were actually in Antarctica.
So you
That's
say.
why.
Yeah, it's basically a 24-hour stream that they just run in 12-hour clips.
Can I?
No, wait, we saw this again.
No. Okay. So just to wrap this point up, Flatsoid, I want you to be honest, bro. Okay. I'm sorry I called you names or whatever, but this is if you're honest and you know, say hypothetically, I really went to Antarctica. Say hypothetically, I literally got no sleep for multiple days.
He's not honest though. What's it?
Say it cost me thousands of dollars. Say I'm being slandered by the mainstream, then I come back and people on my own side are slandering me. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm getting frustrated. Okay, and I've been very patient and I've waited like a week to let you guys stop being retarded because it is retarded.
Okay.
So now, Flatsoid, I want to wrap this point up. We both agree that even in Antarctica, you wouldn't always see the person's breath on camera because of the angle and the lighting.
Yes.
Okay. Do we also agree that in Antarctica, you wouldn't see your breath as much as somewhere else that was more humid and had more moisture in the air?
You know, it was based on 50% humidity that day.
Answer my question.
There was 50% humidity that day. What's it?
Wait. Where? At Union Glacier?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just telling you an objective fact, which is when you go there, your lips immediately get dried out. Your mouth is always dry.
So when
it
can
is
I talk
super
something?
dry there. I don't know anything about what you're claiming about the percentage of humidity. Okay?
So-
What I know for a fact is that it's super dry there. You have to constantly drink water. Your throat, your mouth, and your lips are immediately dried out. It is a desert. It never precipitates there.
Yeah, can I talk now? Great. First of all, it was over 50% humidity that day. So you would easily have precipitation of breath. By the way, the vapor comes from your lungs, so it doesn't really matter what's going out there. It's more the lighting that causes not to see. But you were standing at an angle that you were able to see it and then not see it, after you fighting for why you shouldn't see it, and then all of a sudden you do see it. So you're contradicting yourself. Also, the wind, based on the weather, live weather report,
Hey, Chucky. Good to have you here. Chucky says, just had some fun, checked interviews with Alpine champions on the Olympics, etc. Look, breath not visible usually. Yep.
didn't match with what you guys had there and the cloud coverage. It said it was cloudy and minus 8 degrees Celsius with wind. You guys didn't have any wind at all, no clouds, and it seemed much warmer than minus 8 degrees Celsius. Why is that?
Oh, how many degrees Fahrenheit is minus 8 degrees Celsius?
Below freezing.
Okay, so it's like I don't know, maybe like 18 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, 0.4 degrees or something.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so see what I'm saying? You haven't even looked up stuff like this. How?
You just told me I'm wrong. Go look it up.
18 degrees. So negative 8 degrees Celsius is 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Wait, what did he say?
Below freezing. Wind at all, no clouds, and it seemed much warmer than minus 8 degrees Celsius. Why is that?
So it's minus 8 degrees Celsius. Freezing in Fahrenheit is 32.
Oh, how many degrees Fahrenheit is minus 8 degrees Celsius?
Below freezing.
Okay, so it's like I don't know, maybe like 18 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, 0.4 degrees or something.
0.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what minus 8 degrees Celsius is. 0.04 degrees.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so see what I'm saying? You haven't even looked up stuff like this. How?
You just...
8 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit. 46.4 degrees negative 8. Here we go. Negative 8. 17.6 degrees Fahrenheit is what that is. Not 0.04.
Told me I'm wrong. Go look it up.
18 degrees. So negative 8 degrees.
Hey, Lucifer. How you doing?
Celsius is 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, great.
You just said it was 0.4 degrees.
That's what I
so
saw
you
the
were
other
wrong.
day. Wait, then I was wrong. Then I was wrong.
Okay, now listen, this is the other part you're just not seeming to understand. It's super dry there. Yes, it's based on moisture in your lungs and in your throat and in your mouth, by the way. Your lungs dry out because all the air you're breathing is super dry, Flatsoid.
Did you not drink water before, or did you just decide to stay dehydrated?
I did drink water, yes. Okay, you're not addressing the point. You just claimed it has nothing to do with...
Do you know you don't
drinking.
dehydrate in a half an hour? What's it?
What are you talking about?
I live in a place where we get 50 degrees Celsius, okay? And we don't dehydrate in like literally 15 minutes or a half an hour. So you're talking bullshit by trying to use excuses and say, oh, your mouth is dry, you had no moisture. Dude, you have to literally be dehydrated not to have that.
Okay, so you're now trying to tactically shift the goalpost away and deflect from the fact that you claim that the environment, the amount of moisture in the air, has no relation to the breath because it's based on... Stop interrupting me, it's not going to work. Because it's based on your lungs. Of course, guess what? Your lungs breathe air. And guess where that air comes from? The air around you.
Yeah, which is 50% humidity.
If the air that you're breathing is super dry, your lungs will dry out.
It's 50%. It's 50% humidity dry.
Secondly, it was actually very difficult to consistently get water when we were off site because the only water they brought into that place was 2 things of really hot water. And they said if you want to drink the water, go put ice in it. Right? I didn't drink near as much water as I should have because I constantly felt terrible. I didn't even want to drink water. I literally felt sick most of the time. And again, yes, you would dry out much quicker than where you live. Just like if you go to the Sahara, you will become dehydrated significantly faster, and that's because it's a desert. Everything is dry. Your lungs dry.
We dry where we are. I still see. I'm dry where I am. I'm in the bush. We have 50 degrees Celsius temperatures here in the summer. Okay, and even before it hits freezing temperatures, we can see our breath here, and it's quite dry. So I know what I'm talking about because I live in a dry area. Now again, you're not addressing the thing. It was 50% humidity the day you did that stream. Why is it 50% humidity you're claiming is very dry?
Dude, when it's cold, the amount of humidity isn't nearly the same. The percentage of humidity is nearly the same if it's warmer outside. The actual moisture retention is directly relative to temperature. And we've got to look up any of this. And again, you're just now arbitrarily, subjectively claiming that I shouldn't have been dehydrated because where you live, it takes you a little bit longer to be dehydrated. Like, what are you talking about? I had been there for multiple hours. I was objectively dehydrated. My lips were chapped. My mouth was dry. My throat was dry. And my lungs were dry. And in that scene, that's everyone's so, I think they found some gotcha, which, because they just have to lie and be dishonest about it. Whenever I then breathed in real deep, because I thought, oh, it's just about how deep of a breath you take. I took in a really deep breath. It literally hurt my lungs because it's cold and dry. Okay, so I don't need your opinion about it. I was there objectively. It was very
So you
dry.
say-
Objectively, my lips were chapped. Objectively, my mouth was dry. That's just a fact. Everyone knew and could tell that it was dry. Your skin gets dried out. It's objectively dry there. It's a desert.
Yeah,
Are you
mine's-
denying that it's a desert?
No, I'm saying I live in desert-like conditions, so I know exactly
I love it. It's just such minutia.
what's going on. I literally live in a place that's dry with it, so I know what's going on. Notice that all you've done is not actually just address the fact that it was 50% humidity, which means it wasn't as dry as you're trying to make it out to be.
I did address that.
No, you just said it is dry. That's not addressing anything. But if you really want to,
That
we
isn't
can
what I said. That isn't what I said.
No, he actually did address it. You just weren't listening because you don't want to listen. You're incapable of listening, Flatsoid. This is your wolf. This is your wolf, Flatsoid.
I said, why are you lying so much?
Because you're telling
How
me.
you say that you believe in the Bible?
I do.
What do you say about?
Why are you with it? Are you
See, we learn like this. Mouth closed, ears open. But this is you.
with it?
Hold on, guys. This is a 1v1.
Yeah.
You just,
Everybody
so-
else
you just
so again-
blatantly lied.
again, no, I
You
didn't.
just blatantly lied.
Lied about what?
Yes, you claimed that all I said back was that it was dry. That isn't what I said at all.
Yes,
What I
my
said
lips are
was-
chapped because it's dry. It's like in the desert it's dry. My skin
That
gets dry
isn't
because
what I
it's
said
dry.
back to the 50% question. That's objectively not what I said back. What I said was, when it's colder, the moisture retention rate is much lower than when it's warmer. And you could have easily looked this up before making stupid claims. That's what I actually said. Now, you claim that I just avoided it entirely and just said
I mean, this is such a purposeless argument.
that my lips were dry. No, that's a lie. And by the way, you should look up bearing false witness. Okay.
The
so
ninth
we
commandment,
covered-
yes. I know all about it, and that's exactly what you've been doing this whole stream. Well done.
When did I bear false witness?
By saying I've been slandering you. Still haven't shown once where I've slandered
Hey, GFB.
you.
I just gave a perfect example.
No,
The
you
one
didn't.
topic we've covered so far is you slandering me.
Wait,
You're
I haven't
claiming that
slandered you. Where have I slandered?
You're claiming that I intentionally tried to deceive the audience into faking my breath by hitting a vape and exhaling it on the camera. That isn't true at all. It's objectively not true. So it not being true means that you're slandering me. You then completely hand-wave dismiss the fact that there's another stream where I'm drinking a hot tea, right? And you can see my breath for the full 30-minute interview, the entire time. You never stop seeing my breath. You see my breath the whole time. You just hand-wave dismiss it and said that doesn't matter.
Because
How does that not matter?
we're not talking about that incident. We're talking about the incident. You stick off your screen, go into the thing, get your vape, actually go down, take a vape and stand up and show your breath. Were you out of breath, by the way? Why were you out of breath when you did that?
I don't know. I haven't even watched it. Like, why I was out of breath? Maybe because I did hit a vape before that. But this is what's so funny, though, is that you're not addressing.
Altitude of Antarctica altitude.
Here is some information about Antarctica. Antarctica, the southernmost continent in sight of the South Pole, is a virtually uninhabited, ice-covered landmass.
8,202 feet above sea level is where they were. That's over a mile high. How many feet in a mile?
1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. To convert from miles to feet, multiply unit of length by...
They were a mile and a half above sea level. I lived in Denver for a fucking year, man. You can't breathe. If you do anything, if you exert yourself in any way, you can't fucking breathe.
Addressing the point, you're being dishonest. Just to say, oh, we're not talking about that? That's so dishonest. You're claiming that we weren't actually in Antarctica, and that one of the evidences that we weren't actually in Antarctica is that I faked my breath with a vape. Now, I pointed out, dude, there's a live stream where I do an interview with Owen Benjamin, and you see my breath the entire time. And your response is, that doesn't matter, we're not talking about that?
We're not talking about that incident, no. We're talking specifically about your vape incident, remember?
So wait, so I
Which
was
you just
really in
conceded.
Antarctica?
Which you just
Wait,
conceded.
So wait.
Which you just
Wait, I was
conceded you
really
took a vape. You do know that. You
I had already said I had a vape.
No, you just said you could have vaped right now with that.
What?
He said he could have if he wanted to because he had a vape, but he didn't.
No, I know for a fact that I did not hit a vape, hold it in, so I could then go in front of the camera and exhale, faking my breath. I factually know that didn't happen. I
You
would never
literally
do
just
that.
said, wow, I probably hit the vape right before that. That's what you just said.
Yeah, maybe. You asked why I was out of breath. I'm taking your word for it that I was out of breath. Maybe, just maybe, I did hit a vape.
So then
around
you
that
did what I
time.
said, and then I didn't
also,
stand you. Well done.
Also, maybe I was just out of breath from walking around in a freaking desert after not sleeping for 5 days.
You stood in one position.
This is what you're not addressing, though.
You stood in one
Yeah, high elevation, high altitude. I was out of breath most of the time because I'm not used to being at high elevation or high altitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just
Absolutely, yeah.
actually breathing itself was harder, and the air was dry. It was noticeably thinner, and it was noticeably drier. Hey, I live in Florida. Bro, where it's warm, humid, and close to sea level. This was a complete flip on its head for me. I literally got sick. Okay.
Our morning runs in Denver before we went to school in the morning basically consisted of us jogging till half of us passed out. And then we stopped.
Now, what I want you to actually address, though, is I'm telling you, factually, I did not hit a vape, walk over to the camera, and exhale a vape. If I hit a vape anywhere close to those times, I exhale before I got on camera. That's because I would never want to be seen hitting a vape on camera, because I don't vape, I don't think it's good to vape, and I would never want to promote that by proxy of doing it. Same reason I don't cuss on my streams. You may catch me occasionally slipping up and cussing, right? I happened to find a vape, and I just hit it. I probably shouldn't have, because I quit vaping a long time ago, but I found an old vape, and I did hit it when I was there, but there were people that were smoking there. I didn't want to really smoke cigarettes, and it was just a weird environment. I was delirious. I was tired. I didn't feel good. And I found an old vape, so I occasionally hit it while I was there. That's just a fact. And I would never have vaped on screen. Okay. And then secondly, why would I do that? Because we just covered that another stream I do, you see my breath the whole time. I was actually in Antarctica. So for whatever reason, if you can't really see my breath on camera, I didn't care. I wasn't trying to convince anyone of anything because I didn't care. I thought you guys sounded insane. Okay?
I thought you didn't watch our stuff. So how do you know we're insane if you haven't watched our stuff?
That's literally why when this conversation first started, I said, to be fair, I've only heard what people have said that you said, and I want to let you clear the air and clarify your claims and correct the record. But sure enough, you led immediately with a slanderous claim that's been going around about me, that I tried to deceive the audience into thinking I was in Antarctica by faking my breath. And anyone that's an actual truther, that's actually looking for truth, actually trying to be honest, they would have to acknowledge that another stream that I did in Antarctica, you see my breath the whole time. You're not even addressing it.
I did. I said it's got nothing to do with the vaping incident. But yes, we have addressed. We said yes. The warm team will let you see the breath. No one is disputing this. It has nothing to do with the vaping incident, which you just 3 times now said yes. You could have vaped and tried to blow it off screen before you got on screen, and you were out of breath because of the vape. And
okay, so if I exhaled off of screen, then how am I actually exhaling the vape on screen?
You didn't. You did it on screen. That's the whole thing. We saw you do it
I
live.
literally didn't, though.
We saw you do it live, man. We saw you. Anyway, Whitsett, because we can't do this too long. Can we address why you walked 10 feet back to pick up snow when you could have just got it by your feet?
I got a question for you when you're done.
Okay, we're just waiting. Yeah, so, and again, we're just going to, one more time for the audience, he's completely avoiding the fact that there's another stream you see my breath the entire time, which completely nullifies the notion that we weren't in Antarctica. That's why I had to fake my breath. I did not exhale a vape on screen, provably. If you actually watch that scene, you see me then take 2 more, I'm surprised you see my breath. So then I'm like, oh, well, what's up now? And then I take 2 more deep breaths, assuming I'm going to get to keep seeing it, because for some reason you're able to see my breath right then. And I actually assume it's because I went inside, warmed up, and drank water, and then you'd be able to see my breath again. I took 2 deep breaths, you don't see my screen, see my breath. Then someone in here told me that's actually not how you see your breath in cold climates. You don't take really big, deep, cooling off breaths. You would like, kind of breath to see your breath. I didn't know that because I'm not used to where it's being cold. So either someone could be a truther and acknowledge clearly there's evidence there that Austin was in Antarctica and you see his breath, or they can just be a liar, completely say, oh, it's just separate, it doesn't count, and then you can choose to believe like Flatsoy to push a stupid, incoherent, logically inconsistent narrative. I don't care. Now, when it comes to the snow, though, okay, when I looked at someone said, go pick up snow. I was like interacting live with the chat with the claimed like debunks of us being there. Someone said, go pick up snow. So I'm like, okay. So I had to put on these really big mittens, which I didn't wear anywhere else on the trip because you can't even like bend your fingers. But I put those on, and then I looked around, and I noticed that I already knew, of course, that the ground that I was standing on was super compacted. It was like ice. I would have had to dig into ice, with a thin layer of dry snow packed down into like effectively ice, like an ice snow mixture. I would have had to actually dig into the ground to try to get a little bitty scoop of snow. So I just walked around where there was an area close to us that wasn't compacted, because they compacted a path for us. It's the same place they ran the marathon, actually. They compacted that whole thing for the marathon. That building was there for the marathon. That place had been compacted. So I just turned and walked over to where there was a pile of snow right there, picked it up, and went and threw it. And from what I actually remember, I then picked up another one down by where I was. The second time, I actually bent down because I noticed there was a little bit of snow close to the trash can. I bent down close to where I was and picked up snow.
And that's exactly what I was just about to point out. Then why you pick up the second time right next to you? Because you just contradicted yourself. Well done again.
I didn't contradict myself. I just specifically...
No, he didn't contradict himself, Flatsoid. He didn't.
Explained it, that I knew that where I was compacted. I wasn't going to dig into it, so I just walked over where I could easily pick it up. When I then walked back over there to drop the snow, I noticed there was a little bit of loose snow close to the ground where the trash can was, so the second time I just picked it up there. That isn't a contradiction.
Yes, it is. You said I can't pick it up, it's compacted. Yes, I just saw there, so I picked it up there. That's a contradiction.
No, he said he couldn't pick it up where he was standing, and he looked around and he saw a place where it wasn't compacted, and he picked it up, and on the way back he saw some by the trash can. You don't understand how time works, do you, dipshit?
Where I was standing was objectively compacted because they made a path for the marathon that we then used, and they also drove the trucks there. So I knew that where my feet were was super compacted, so I just walked over to where there was an entire pile of it. When I came back, I noticed I didn't fully get it on camera.
Yeah, they could definitely see their breath in hell now.
The best. I'm like, oh, there's some that I can grab right there, a small amount. I saw it for the first time there. So then I grabbed it and showed it. Okay? And all this is just retarded anyway, because your argument is, oh, it's because there weren't really there. They had fake snow in the back. And then you have to turn around and say, oh, wait a minute. They didn't, obviously, because there was something he picked up that was close to the camera.
Hey, 3Ron. Yeah, the whole argument is stupid because the argument is based on the premise that it was a set. And I guess the people who built the set didn't put snow close enough to them.
Every one of your arguments are stupid, and that's why you have to do the same thing Oakley does. You have to just compartmentalize and avoid the other context that refutes you. So if your argument here is implying that what is your argument exactly? What are you suggesting or implying that somehow proves that I was being fraudulent by having to walk away and get the snow? Would you like to actually formulate an argument how that somehow proves that I was lying about something?
Absolutely, Real Cygnus. Witsit deserves all of this. He's trained his people. He's trained his followers, everybody who ever watched him, to do exactly what is being done to him right now.
You do know, if you look at that footage as well from 360 where you go and pick up the snow, you can literally see there's snow next to the barrel that you pick up the second time. So what is it? Were you blind the first time, or did you just realize there was
notice
snow?
You can't answer. Wait.
I just did.
You're refuting your own position by saying that there was actually snow based on where I originally was. So then what are you even claiming about why I had to supposedly walk away to pick it up, and that proves that I allegedly was committing fraud? What is your argument?
I said, why did you need to walk to the back to pick up snow? You said because it was too compacted where you stood. Yet you literally said, look, there was non-compacted snow where you stood, and that's why you could throw the second time. So I'm asking you, were you blind the first time, or was it just you realized there was snow the second time?
No, false dichotomy. I just didn't.
Hey, you ever find your keys the first time you look for them, dipshit? When they're right the fuck in front of you? You ever look around on your desk for something that's right in front of you?
See it. I just didn't see it. I don't have to literally be blind to have not seen it. It's literally retarded what you're doing, and also you're not answering the question. You're saying why did you have to walk away to?
Hey, not sure.
You said why did you have to walk away to pick up the snow? What are you implying? How is this some type of evidence of fraud? How does me having to walk back to pick up the snow somehow? So what?
Yes, you said fraud, you fuckwit. That's the whole reason why you're bringing up the thing, hey, Michael King. That's why you're bringing it up, because you think it was fraud. Jesus Christ, man.
Are you implying? What's the purpose?
I'm asking, why did you have to do that? You then double spoke and said, I went there because the snow was compacted. And when you went and said, oh, there was snow there anyway, it was compacted, that's called a contradiction. I didn't say anything about fraud. I asked you a simple question.
You'll never answer it because you're a liar.
I just did.
False witness. So now I'll just repeat it again.
I just did tell you this.
You're a liar.
You're getting exposed.
Stop interrupting me.
You're just the one talking. You don't let me talk. What have I lied about? What have I lied about? What have I lied about?
What have I lied about? I love it.
So you just lied and claimed that I contradicted myself. I corrected you 3 times. This is the main reason I haven't been engaging with you people, because you're just retarded.
People, what's that mean?
Reasoning with you people. Stop interrupting.
That's a bigoted statement.
So
No, you're not black, dipshit. See, when you use it with a minority group, then it's a bigoted statement. That's not a bigoted statement. If you were black, yeah, we'd buy it. But shut the fuck up.
I stood by the computer. Someone asked me to pick up snow. I just then looked around and noticed that there was a pile of snow behind me. Because I already knew that the places that we were normally walking around, we had our camera set up, where the live stream was set up, where we were walking around, was super compacted. So when I looked around and saw snow behind me, I'm like, oh, there's an easy pile of snow to pick up. So I walked over there, I picked it up. I then start walking back. When I'm walking back, I noticed, oh, wait, there is a little pile of snow by the trash can. I had not seen it. If someone actually goes and watches the video, they'll see everywhere else around it is super compacted. So it makes obvious sense that I may not have seen it. But once I walked back to the pile of snow you could see, I picked it up and then I dropped it. I realized I didn't get it perfectly in camera as best as I could. When I had walked back over there, I noticed, oh, wait, there actually is a little bit of snow over here that's not compacted. So then I picked that up. That isn't a contradiction. I didn't see it until I got far enough away from it that I could see the snow down on the ground by the trash can when I was walking back. So when I picked it up a second time, I picked it up there. But what you won't answer is what this even supposedly proves. But I'll tell the audience, because I'm not going to be the one that's trying to deceive them like you are. So what the claim was on the internet was that this proves that I was in some type of studio and we had fake snow set up in the background, and that's why I couldn't pick up snow where I was. Now that's obviously.
So someone just sent flies their super chat, said TFE is garbage. But in fairness, I just read an old Reddit post where a guy claimed he worked in a cold, dry freezer and couldn't see his breath. Huh.
Proves that I was in some type of studio and we had fake snow set up in the background, and that's why I couldn't pick up snow where I was. Now that's obviously just stupid because it was compacted.
You gonna read your super chat there, Flatzoid?
There were areas that were compacted and it was effectively ice. To quote unquote pick up snow, you would have had to literally dig into it, right? So that doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove that there's fake snow anywhere. And then obviously the evidence that refutes that is that I then actually picked up some snow that was right there, right? Proving that the entire premise of the argument in the first place is debunked. And that's why they all cut the scene not to show you the second time I pick up snow. That's why they all omit it. And that's when I want to directly ask people why Flatzoid, wait a minute, if you're claiming that somehow is evidence of me doing something deceptive, then what about when I pick it up?
Exactly, RT. Didn't even know which direction the sun rises. Thinks it can rise due south. 181 degrees due south. Or southwest. 247 degrees. What an idiot.
second time right beside it, and he refuses to answer it and says he's just asking questions. You're not just asking questions. You're implying I did something deceptive, or you wouldn't be asking the questions. So can you answer the question? What is it that supposedly proved? What does it prove that I walked away to pick up another person?
Okay, are you finished by having your whole monologue? Anyway, you do know that is a sign of with when it comes to lying, you're just going to keep talking to try and prove that you're not lying. Anyway. Witsit, you just contradicted yourself again. You said you went and you saw behind you there's a pile of snow. False. You went to go get your gloves, first of all. Okay, so you already knew the pile was there. Secondly, you said you didn't see the pile by the drum. Then you saw the pile by the drum, which literally corroborates what I just said. So were you blind the first time when you didn't see the pile by your feet or not? That's all I said. So when you keep monologuing and trying to avert from what was going on, it's just you showing you are lying and you need to cover up those lies. That is what lying does. So again, Witsit, did you or did you not see the snow, which you can see on the 360 camera, by the way, by your feet as soft?
I mean, I will be amazed if anyone ever watches you again after this, but to be fair, no one really watches you anyway. But
1,800% increase in growth.
Why are you interrupting me?
Okay.
Why are you know what's
1,800%. 1,800% growth. He got 180 subscribers last month. He considers that 1,800% growth.
Actually a sign that you're lying? You have to censor the other person just like your little cult FED. Until they kicked you out because you weren't a good boy anymore and you dared think how you're mad about a couple subjects for yourself. Okay, so don't interrupt me.
No, wait. I'm going to stop you now. I'm going to stop you now. Witsit, all you've been doing, wait. I'm going to defend myself. Witsit, this whole time I'm letting you talk. You've been insulting me the whole time. Been saying some weird shit.
But you're saying a lot of words. That means you're lying. That's a sign that you're lying. You're trying to explain yourself with words, with a lot of words, right? It's what you just accused Witsit of doing, right?
Or not. That's all I said. So when you keep monologuing and trying to avert from what was going on, it's just you showing you are lying and you need to cover up those lies. That is what lying does. So again, Witsit, did you or did you not see the snow, which you can see on the 360 camera, by the way, by your feet as soft?
I mean, I will be amazed if anyone ever watches you again after this, but to be fair, no one really watches you anyway. But
1,800% increase in growth.
Why are you interrupting me?
Okay.
You know what's actually a sign that you're lying? You have to censor the other person just like your little cult FED. Until they kicked you out because you weren't a good boy anymore and you dared think how you're mad about a couple subjects for yourself. Okay, so don't interrupt me.
No, wait. I'm going to stop you now. I'm going to stop you now, Witsit. Witsit, all you've been doing, wait. I'm going to defend myself. Witsit, this whole time I'm letting you talk. You've been insulting me the whole time. Been saying some weird shit about FED, which is not a cult. And by the way, I'm still part of FED.
Yeah, it is a cult. It most certainly is a cult.
Like everybody else. The only reason you have issues with me and FED is because we show your bullshit out. Okay? Now stop telling me I'm slandering what you haven't shown or slandered. You're talking over me.
You're doing it now, man. You've done it the whole time on this live stream.
Wait, now he's talking. What? Literally, I said 10 words. So while you are going and contradicting yourself constantly, making my point and not letting me talk, you are literally digging your own hole with it. So stop telling me I'm lying, which you still have not showed where I've slandered you, where you conceded you never watched my content. And by the way, my channel has grown 1,800% in the last 3 weeks. So don't come talk shit.
What's 1,800% of 10? No one cares about your
I've got 300 people live watching you laughing at your idiocy right now.
Yeah, they're watching you because my name's in the title, you douchebag.
No, every stream I've been had. Stop. I'm still talking. Every time I've been streaming for the last 2 weeks, I've had an average of 200, 300 people. So don't call shit. Wow.
Let's all go one at a time.
Well, then ask Witsit to let me talk more than 10 seconds.
Blastoid, please. Blastoid, please. I have to moderate this. No one
Yeah, but let me talk more than 10 seconds,
Blastoid, please, bro. Please. I'm moderating. Just stop. Let's all go one at a time. Let's actually get a point addressed, and let's not do the name calling and any of that. Let's just address it.
Dude, you had like 4,500 subscribers yesterday or day before. So if you had 1,800% growth, you'd have a hell of a lot more subscribers than you do right now.
Points to topics, please. I just keep hearing questions go back and forth, and points not getting addressed. Let's actually, can we get down to something here, or let's let Witsit finish his thing, and then you go next, Blastoid, please.
Okay, so I've addressed every single thing he said, repetitively, to the point where he...
As a matter of fact, this is his chart, his growth chart from May 22nd, or May 22 up through September 24th and beyond. This isn't 1,800% growth, Flatzoid. This is not 1,800% growth. See, if you had 1,800% growth, you wouldn't have these drop downs at the end of it. You fucking dumbass.
Acts like I didn't address it, repeats it, and then I have to address it again. He has avoided every single question I've asked him, well, like 2 of them. Every single one of them he's deflected away. Now, what actually just happened right there was he went on this big tirade, completely avoiding everything I laid out. And then I let him finish. I went to talk. 4 words in, he interrupted me. No, I'm going to defend myself. Then he just continually started talking a long time again, and then claimed I was not letting him speak, which is the same thing that Oakley does. Oakley mutes you, censors you, interrupts you, and then when you ever try to actually jump back in, he says, oh, look, you have to censor me. That's where you were trained, though. And yes, it is a cult, because you're not allowed to question anything that they say, or you get kicked out, you get muted, you get censored, you get slandered. It's literally a cult-like definition. Now we're going to go back to addressing what you're afraid to address, okay? The actual claim, you'll never answer the question, what does it supposedly prove? Now, you keep saying you're contradicting yourself. What were you blind?
Yeah, it does make you feel kind of dirty, doesn't it?
You're not answering my question. I did answer your question multiple
Dirty, dirty viewers.
times. No, I did not notice that there was loose snow by the trash can, or I would have never walked away to pick it up in the first place. Okay? So I didn't notice that. I went over where I saw a pile of snow because it was right outside of the packed down compacted path. I went and picked it up. When I started walking back, I noticed, oh, there's other loose snow there. So when I noticed that you couldn't really see it that well on the angle that I dropped the snow, and I knew that I'm dealing with schizophrenic people that are looking for any excuse, so you had to drop the snow a little bit off camera because it's fake or whatever, I decided to then pick up another thing of snow because I saw, oh, wow, I did it. First noticed that.
God, he's like a fucking child. Look at this. Look at him. He's like a fucking baby.
There actually is some loose snow right there. I mentioned that multiple times. That isn't a contradiction. That isn't double speaking. That isn't me avoiding any questions. Now, the question that you're avoiding, though, is what does it even supposedly prove? Because the actual claim that circulated the internet was that I had to walk away from the computer to pick up snow because I was in the studio. So it was fake snow. And we just had a pile of fake snow. So I couldn't just pick up the snow where I was because we only had a pile of fake snow. So I had to walk over and pick up the fake snow. But that's
right. That's the argument.
Obviously directly debunked when you see me the second time bend down right
or the contention
by the computer and pick up the snow. And that's why these people are tactically cutting that part of the scene off, not addressing it, not mentioning it, lying by omission. And then when there's a moment like this where I'm directly asking him, what does it supposedly prove? And how is the point not debunked when I pick up the snow right beside it? He entirely avoids it. He's going to avoid it again. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is even the purpose? What does it supposedly prove that I walked away and picked up the snow? Because I didn't come back and picked up snow beside the freaking trash can. What does it supposedly prove? What is even the purpose of the line of questioning?
Great. Is the monologue over? Ha, I can eventually talk. Okay, first I'm going to address everything you just said. You do know your cult, the True Earthers, after you said you were, excommunicators, Flat Earthers? Yeah, that's called a cult, man. By the way, if it is no cult, the only reason you don't like them and the rest of us is because we expose your bullshit and your ignorance to subjects. Now, again, I'm going to say again, I don't care what you think if you picked up something.
Austin Whitsitt didn't say that, didn't excommunicate you. Nathan Oakley did. And he also excommunicated Austin Whitsitt. So your whole thing about Austin Whitsitt and the FED makes absolutely no sense.
I just asked you a simple question. Why did you have to go there to say it? You then contradicted yourself, so I am talking against the contradiction, not anything against it. And yes, I do think you've been deceptive because all you've been doing this whole stream was be deceptive and contradict yourself every time you talk with your long monologue word salads. It doesn't work on me. I actually do listen when people talk. What's it? So.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Do you think it is fair of a truther to sit back and watch someone deceive people? You literally see.
If you listened when people talk, then you wouldn't have gotten 3,500 meters for 35 kilometers. Or 35,000. Or, yeah. You don't listen when people talk, Flatzoid.
See them deceiving people and think, hang on, I'm still going to trust what this guy says or does. Is that truthful?
Notice how, once again, he completely avoided the question because he has no answer. He's literally just using fluff, trying to make inflammatory comments, and trying to just fill the space with anything other than the actual.
See, and more proof that you don't listen because he asks you a question and you won't answer it. It's like you didn't even hear the question.
I didn't double speak. You've been directly refuted. I didn't originally notice the snow there. I walked away and picked up the pile of snow I did notice. When I walked back, I said, oh, wow, there actually is snow there. I didn't even have to walk away. So the second time I picked it up, I picked up that snow that was there I did not originally see. That isn't a contradiction. Unless you want to be a liar, you clearly have shown you are literally a liar. Now, again, for the 10th
I answered. I say you are being deceptive.
Does it even supposedly prove that I had to walk away to pick up the snow?
Again, because it shows you are being deceptive, and therefore, why should we take any...
What? Because he didn't notice snow in a specific place? That's him being deceptive?
Anything you say as truth. As a truther, you rigorously look at what's being presented to you. By the way, why was there no 24-hour live stream of the sun as promised?
You're not going to get to deflect away.
Why?
So it doesn't show up being deceptive about anything because I just addressed it. I didn't notice the small pile of snow by the trash can at first. Where we were all standing and where the trash can was a packed down, really compacted pathway that was made. It was originally made for the marathon. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know this is super compacted. I'm not going to sit there and dig through it when I see that I know there's a pile outside of the path because they made a path. And so it makes a pile beside the path. So I just walked over there to pick up where I knew there was loose snow. When I came back, I saw, oh wait, there is actually a little bit of loose snow right there. That isn't showing me being deceptive. That isn't showing me lying. And that isn't showing me contradicting myself.
Well,
objectively. Now you're lying, claiming that the only reason you brought it up was because it quote unquote shows I'm being deceptive, because your whole argument is that what proves I'm being deceptive is that I'm contradicting myself. Well, you brought this point up before we ever spoke, before I ever gave my answers. So no, that's not why you brought it up. Why you brought it up is because you're a terrible researcher. You watched the other slanderous, retarded videos that are going around on X where they're claiming that proves that I actually had to walk away and pick up fake snow because I'm in a studio. That's why you brought it up. That's why the claim was originally brought up. That's
Exactly. That's why he brought it up, because he thinks that somehow about a studio and fake snow.
Why it was circulated. You don't have the integrity to admit it, because now you've realized that it's directly debunked by just watching the rest of the video and seeing I picked up some snow beside the camera. So you fell for a stupid hit piece that tactically cuts off the end and lies to push a narrative that's easily debunked by the next 7 seconds. Instead of being a man with integrity and admitting that you fell for that trick, you refuse to even address it, and you're claiming that it's just to prove that I'm deceptive. Well, I've shown very clearly I'm not being deceptive about anything. I'm not contradicting myself at all. They say that I didn't notice the snow originally. So I just started walking back. That isn't deception, that isn't contradiction, and that isn't doublespeak.
Okay.
And it's so stupid. You're just going to keep saying it.
Oh, you going to rewind circles the whole time?
Last time I'm going to ask you, what? Don't just repeat that it shows I'm being deceptive. That doesn't make any sense, because you're claiming what proves I'm deceptive is that I'm supposedly contradicting myself. Now, you started talking about this before we ever spoke, before I ever even gave an answer about it. So that's a lie. That's not why you originally brought it up. You didn't originally bring it up to show that I am deceptive because I'm contradicting myself. That's a lie. So answer the question, show some integrity. Why? What does it even matter? What does it allegedly prove that I had to walk away to pick up the snow? What was the original claim about
I can see my breath.
why I had to go pick up the snow?
You just literally answered me, so you contradicted your own statement again, saying I don't
Actually, if I don't have the heat on in here, I could see my breath this morning.
answer you, literally trying to make excuses for why I gave my answer. That's called a contradiction, you dipshit. So next time you tell me you're not answering me while literally saying, well, don't say this, is me answering you. It's because you are showing to be deceptive. So I do not, as a truther, stand by and say, should I trust what you say? That is it. That is the answer. If you don't like it, that is your problem. Okay, what's it? You are showing to be deceptive because you keep contradicting everything you say. Literally, when you open your mouth, you double speak and debunk your own argument. That is a trait of a liar, because you're trying to cover up your lie. Then you contradict your lie. So you have lied.
Hilarious.
You lied and contradicted yourself about the vape. You lied and contradicted yourself about the smoke, about the snow, and you lied and contradicted and said
No, he didn't contradict himself about anything, Flatzoid. You're a lying sack of shit.
you know what's going
You are slandering him.
on. By the way, I'm going to fix something. I have been on holiday for the last 10 days. I haven't watched any of this content. I only came back 2 days ago and started catching up what's going on. That snow thing, I saw live on the last stream before I went on holiday. That vape, we saw live
Oh, yeah, he's in panic mode.
before I went on holiday. Okay? So don't come and tell me I only saw it
He's being proven a liar in front of his 4,600 subscribers.
from there and there. The person that hasn't even watched my streams, that has the audacity to say I'm slandering them, when literally in those streams I've been telling everybody, well, you know what? I think Witsit was just duped into this. But now I don't think that. Now I literally think the way you are going on with this, you were put there because you are loving to be deceptive. Do you know everybody's calling you guys out as Freemason symbology stuff? Do you know that? Do you know why?
Okay, so you have been thoroughly debunked. I'm embarrassed for you. It's okay, but
Yep.
you know, I would actually encourage you to try to show some humility. You probably shouldn't have live streamed this, because now you feel like you really have to double down and show that you're right and stuff. We all know that what I explained is not a contradiction. It isn't me double speaking. It isn't me being deceptive. It's me being transparently honest. I'm the person that's coming to these rooms and answering and building all questions, all disingenuous gotcha questions you can think of. I'm building them live and being extremely transparent about the whole thing. Okay? It isn't a contradiction to say that I didn't originally see that pile of snow. It doesn't even make any sense. What you're saying makes no sense. If I did actually know it was there, why wouldn't I just pick it up the first time? Why would I even walk away to pick up the other one? The original claim was that that snow was over there because I didn't.
Oh, that showed him, Flatzoid. That showed him.
Or because it was fake.
Hey, Steve, did you just get here? No, you've been here for a while.
And that's why I had to walk away. That's debunked by the last 5 seconds, the next 5 seconds showing I pick it up beside the camera. So flat-earthers are being deceptive, they're being disingenuous, they're cutting me out of context, they're slandering me, and they're lying. They're doing exactly what anti-flat earthers do. And this is you're not new to this, though, because you cut scenes out of a Red Rhetoric video, apparently. Now, what I do want to point out is that you also just lied, and you claimed that you watched the...
Wait, what was that?
They're slandering me, and they're lying. They're doing exactly what anti-flat earthers do. And this is you're not new to this, though, because you cut scenes out of a Red Rhetoric video, apparently.
Oh, you cut scenes out of a Red's Rhetoric video, apparently. Yes, he did. He did. He cut 11 frames out.
Now, what I do want to point out is that you also just lied and you claimed that you watched the vape thing live. No, you didn't. The 360 camera wasn't even available at that point. Your whole argument is that you see me crouch and then you know it's a vape, blah, blah, blah. What? That wasn't even available then, okay? So...
Yes, to Flatzoid watching a recorded video on his live stream is it being live. Hey, Rachie.
Let's move on to your next point. Both of those things have been thoroughly debunked. I get that you're just going to keep on baselessly lying and claiming I contradicted myself. I guess you're hoping that the audience just has such a low IQ that they actually fall
Hey, Mr. B.
for what you're saying. That if you just keep saying it with conviction, that somehow it becomes true. I didn't contradict myself at all. You're hot micing. I didn't contradict myself at all. I didn't see the snow at first. I walked away and picked up where I did see snow. When I came back, I saw there was a small pile of snow, so I picked that up the second time. There's no contradictions anywhere. The original claim was that it was in the studio and the snow was fake. That's been debunked because I didn't pick it up right beside there anyway. So that's just one of the 30 different claims flat earthers have been making that are all easily debunked and they're lies. The next question you asked me is why there wasn't a 24-hour live stream. Right? Well, okay, because we tried to do a 24-hour live stream. We set up, we used the Android from Duffy's phone. We tried to stream it live to Candace Owens' channel, and after like 12 hours, the phone crashed. And that's because we couldn't do a full live stream on YouTube. It has a 12-hour limit for live streams. You could have just run it continuously, but that would have been a conspiracy because it would have been gone, right? It would have just disappeared after like the first 12 hours. They would have started disappearing. So we went to Rumble, where we should be able to live stream the full 24 hours. It requires way more processing, has a way higher processing demand because it has a way less efficient processor than YouTube. So we put the phone up. We tried to live stream it. We actually had to manually turn the phone as we followed the camera, and it just crashed after like 12 hours. We were going to then do another one, but the next day it was overcast and super cloudy. And that was the first time I had gotten sleep in like 7 days. And so I slept into like 9. We slept from like 4 to 9. And then when we wake up, we're told there's a storm coming. We have to leave early. And then we had like 7 things we had to do that day. Didn't even have time. And it was overcast. That's the only reason I didn't do a second live stream myself. Okay. That's the answer to the live stream. The phone literally crashed. Okay. We're putting the phone outside in Antarctica for many consecutive hours, live streaming the sun on Rumble.
So there, you got your answers, guys. You got your answer, guys. They tried to live stream for 24 hours, but they couldn't.
Okay, that's just objectively what happened. The same people, we didn't even think we could live stream from Antarctica. No one.
And that's why when he went back to look for Candace Owens' video, it wasn't there.
Ever live stream from Antarctica. We go there, somehow pull off having freaking internet in the middle of nowhere because we had to set up our own Starlink. We are able to live stream with you guys, take your request, interact with you live, and try to pull off a 24-hour live stream. Now you guys have moved the goalpost to somehow, if you don't have the full 24-hour live stream, it was all faked. It's so stupid. It's so disingenuous. You also claim that you looked at the weather and there was wind, but there was no wind. You're surrounded by mountains. There isn't much wind. You know, there wasn't much wind there. Right? So whatever. I don't care what weather you think you looked at. We were inside of mountains. There wasn't that much wind. The 24-hour stream's been answered. The breath's been answered. The vape accusation's been answered. The snow's been answered. So what else do you got?
Okay, first of all, why didn't you just stream it 24 hours to another platform, like you said, if YouTube only allows 12 hours? You could have restarted it, by the way. Secondly, yeah, that is another issue. How the hell did you get Starlink to readjust their quote-unquote satellites to stream 24 hours over the Antarctic if it's too cold, apparently? And thirdly, I live...
Say what? What kind of what?
First of all, why didn't you just stream it 24 hours to another platform, like you said, if YouTube only allows 12 hours? You could have restarted it, by the way. Secondly, yeah, that is another issue. How the hell did you get Starlink to readjust their quote-unquote satellites to stream 24 hours over the Antarctic if it's too cold, apparently? And third...
What does temperature have to do with fucking Starlink satellites, you dipshit? What kind of dumb fucking question is that?
I live literally in a mountainous area. I'm just surrounded by mountains, and it's windy here. So don't talk bullshit because you're in mountains, you don't have wind. Actually, it's worse with the wind because of the mountains. It's called thermodynamics. The air...
It's called thermodynamics.
Moves faster because of Bernoulli's principle. So you might need to consider that next time you say, because mountains, no wind. That is exactly why it's windier when you go up a mountain than when you lower, because of Bernoulli's principle. So, say again, why are you talking over me? Wait, I let you monologue. I've let you monologue all this time and talk bullshit, show you ignorance. No, all you've done is contradict yourself. By the way, thank you, Witsit, for actually proving everybody's point that you are indeed being deceptive. So I asked you a very simple question. Why is all the masonry symbolism coming through with this TFE? That's the second time I'm asking this.
Okay, I don't have any masonry symbolism. You guys actually had to freeze frame me pointing up at the sky where I'm not even doing a Masonic symbol at all. My pinky is just slightly up when I point up to the sky, and they're trying to claim that I'm doing the like rock symbol, but I'm literally not. My finger's actually down. So you have to be some schizophrenic person suffering from pareidolia who disingenuously tries to freeze frame any moment of a video where I'm pointing up to the sky saying, for sure, guys, the sun's right there, I'm looking at it. And then you freeze frame it and claim I had some type of symbol. The only other picture that exists is where I'm doing the flat symbol. That's existed for years. And everyone knows that it's just a flat symbol. And when you're at huge intro, you probably didn't leave the house. When you have to go around tons of people at a conference and everyone's like, yo, let's all do the symbol. Either you're the one person in the picture that doesn't do the symbol or you just do the flat symbol. Okay. Now, when early on in those conferences, I did them a couple times. And then I found out that it was a Masonic symbol. It was a whole conspiracy. And then I stopped doing it. And you can probably find 3 dozen pictures where the whole entire crowd is doing the symbol, but I'm not. Okay, that's the only quote unquote Masonic symbols anyone can say that they find. It's so funny. I guarantee you, someone can look at all your streams. If you ever talk with their hands, they can tap.
See, he's trying to look comfortable. He's trying to get comfortable, but he can't be because he's getting told to fuck off.
They could deceptively freeze frame something and claim that it's a Masonic
And he fucking knows it.
symbol. You also made a claim about Starlink. How would the Starlink? No, let's go with the mountains first. You said I live.
You asked him 5 questions, man, and now you're complaining because he's talking a lot.
In mountains, and it's even windier there. That's why we
What a fucking clown.
go to the top of the mountain because of Bernoulli's principle. That's why it's windier. Yeah, so it's windier at the top of the mountains and at the bottom. That's convenient because my whole point was that we were at the bottom, surrounded by a bunch of mountains, which blocks the wind objectively. Okay, then, and by the way, when the storm started coming, we started feeling the wind because there was a whole storm coming and you could see the snow getting blown off the top of the mountains. We have videos of it. I'm sure that's all somehow fake or whatever because you guys are insane, right? Then you claimed the Starlink was somehow deceptive or was fake. Okay, I sat there and watched it when you said apparently it's too cold to have it, but now it's not. I don't even know what you're talking about. They have internet at the actual camp. And they've had it for, I think, 1 or 2 years. They've had it for 2 years and then open to the guests for 1 year. Okay, so they have internet at the camp. We actually went off-site, 1.5 kilometers away, because at the actual camp, there's a mountain that has a 13.5 degree elevation angle, and the sun would have temporarily gone behind it. And actually, it's well known at the camp that when the sun goes behind it, it gets way colder because then there's like a shadow, and so it gets way colder temporarily. So we weren't going to film 24 hours where the sun is invisible the whole time. We knew it would be a whole conspiracy. So we went out 1.5 kilometers away because they had that little building set up for the marathon runners that they needed to come in and take a break. So we went out there. They brought a bathroom out there for us. So then we had to set up a Starlink. There's no service there. So Duffy brought a Marine Starlink. I was going to try to bring my mini Starlink. They said it doesn't work. Only the Marine Starlink works for whatever reason.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody.
My opinion. So then we had to set up the Starlink. We had to tape it to the window. We had to run a cord, and we got internet there. Okay, that's just what happened. It's objectively what happened. Okay, so whatever worldview you have where somehow Starlink can exist, it's wrong. Whatever worldview you have where somehow a 24-hour sun can exist, it's wrong. Okay, because those are just factually what exists.
Wait, what? Any world where you think that Starlink can exist is wrong? Seriously?
And we haven't even, I'll say one thing just so you know, dude, we haven't even dropped a fraction of the evidence. I just shared my screen before you came in here and I'm showing people one of the videos that I'm trying to upload, and it's 1.45 terabytes. It's incredibly long. It's a 25-hour long live time, 25-hour long, 360 video that's interactive. 25-hour long, 1.5 terabytes, 4K. Okay, that's just one of the pieces of evidence. We have GoPro where we film.
Oh, that's all. It's all fake. I'll say it right now. Before I even see it, it's fake.
Time. We have pitch data from the plane. We have long distance infrared shots from the plane. We have
No, you don't have pitch data from the plane, dipshit.
all kinds of stuff that proves that we were there. Okay, so this is why I keep telling people, you guys need to pump the brakes. I'm trying to be patient with you guys because what's going to end up happening is it's going to become so undeniable that it's real. And all the people that did stuff like this are going to forever lose credibility. I'm actually looking out for you. I can care less about if you slander me. I'm used to it. I'm literally right now telling you, now this sucks because you're live streaming this, but I'm telling you right now, like, you need to chill, bro. Because this disingenuous tactic where you're acting like I'm double speaking when I'm not, and you're operating in bad faith and you're claiming that I'm lying and all this, it's not a good look. So I've answered all your questions. Do you have any more questions? I answered the Masonic. I'm just going to go through them so you can see if I missed something. I answered the Masonic symbol question. I answered the Starlink question. I addressed the mountains make it windier claim. I addressed the supposedly I faked my breath with a vape. I addressed the you had to walk away to pick up the snow. Okay, so is there anything else?
First of all, you know that shirtless photo you guys took is Masonic symbolism as well. The left boot that McKeegan did was
What? What?
Was Masonic symbolism. The left boot that Mattoon did was Masonic symbolism. Secondly, you do know you still
A left boot is... So having a boot on your left foot is Masonic symbolism?
in an open area with wide open field, even though you're in a mountainous area. Wind moves faster. So, no, you haven't really addressed anything other than saying, oh, I was just ignorant to this hand sign. No one gives a shit.
No, he addressed your question. He addressed all your questions, and you didn't like the answers.
About the flat hand sign. The fact is, there's a lot of Masonic symbolism in this, and the fact is, you contradicting yourself. Everybody's seen this live. You're contradicting yourself, and all you've been doing is insulting people that say, "Listen here, what's going on here? We disagree with you because you're trying to be deceptive." The only one that has lost credibility here are you clowns. The only ones that's taken part in this deception, not an experiment, false dichotomy, are the ones that's lost credibility. The real
false dichotomy.
Flat earthers are the ones.
I noticed notice how he described it. That's pure fucking Oakley.
Contradicting yourself. Everybody's seen this live. You're contradicting yourself, and all you've been doing is insulting people that say, "Listen here, what's going on here? We disagree with you because you're trying to be deceptive." The only one that has lost credibility here are you clowns. The only ones that's taken part in this deception, not an experiment, false dichotomy, are the.
This deception, not an experiment, false dichotomy. That's pure fucking Oakley. He's just parroting Oakley.
Ones that's lost credibility. The real flat earthers are the ones that's pointing this out, and you guys are scrambling because you can't take it. You can't take that the truth community, the real ones, are the ones saying, "Hey, why is this here? Why is that here?" And I'm going to re-say this again. I don't give a damn if the sun is there 24 hours a day or not. It doesn't change the fact the Earth is flat. What?
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't change the Earth. It doesn't change anything because the Earth has never been flat. Never has been flat, Zoid. The 24-hour sun destroys any idea of a flat Earth.
What does matter is why is all the deception there? Why does there have to be deception from the get-go till now? It doesn't...
There was no deception, Flatzoid. None. The only people that are being deceptive is you. You and your fucked up little cult.
Stop. That is what I'm going to point out, is the deception. And if you don't like that, it furthermore shows me what's going on. You are being...
Oh, the boot under the... Oh. So they use a boot to weigh down the tripod with something in the boot? And that's a Masonic symbol?
Deceptive.
Okay, so you
Jesus fuck. I mean, my God, how desperate can you be? Holy shit. These people are just so desperate. Just so desperate to find fault in others because they're so dishonest. So desperate to find conspiracy where there is none. Jesus fucking Christ. Anything that debunks them is fraud.
So you're just baselessly asserting your conclusion over and over, claiming I'm being deceptive. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not being deceptive about anything, and I'm actually being like overly patient. You said that I was scrambling. Dude, I largely just stepped away and let all these people stab me in the back and slander me. I'm scrambling. I haven't even done a live stream yet. I've barely even posted on X. I haven't even called these people out. I'm scrambling. What a joke.
Why did you act as a Glober the other day?
Why did I act as a Glober the other day? What does that mean?
You went and acted as a Glober in a Discord chat.
What are you talking about?
They've literally got the video of it, Austin.
Again, I have to go through that. That may be the next thing we watch.
Is there not a thing about steel manning another position?
Wait. No. Wait. You're talking about where they. Wait, let me just clarify. Yeah, you're claiming. I just heard this like last night. You're claiming this. And by the way, this is the definition of slander, Flatzoid. You're bearing false witness. You seem to think that's not serious. By the way, you should reread the context of where that's brought up. It's very serious. You just claimed that because I heard this claim. There's supposedly some guy named Matt that came in and he's a Glober and he was like, quote unquote, defending me. I heard it was on TikTok, I thought. TikTok or X. You're saying Discord? I don't know. You're saying there was a guy named Matt. There was a guy named Matt that supposedly was actually me in an auth account that was coming, being a Glober, defending
You fucking sounded a lot like you, Austin.
Me. That is a complete and total lie. I haven't even heard it. I have no idea what that's about. I had talked to people last night. They said it doesn't even really sound like you, and the guy was clearly drunk. Well, I don't know. I know nothing about it.
But you didn't hear it, but now you're saying he's drunk.
That objectively didn't happen, Flatzoid. I objectively don't have an auth account at all on any platform.
Did you just not say you didn't hear it? Yet you say he was drunk. How does that work? How's that not a contradiction? How do you not
Because, I don't know.
hear a guy and then say he was drunk?
So you clearly lack the ability to listen. So what I said was I didn't even listen to it, but I talked to people last night and they told me it doesn't even really sound like you, and he was apparently drunk.
Yeah. See, you said you listen when people talk to you, but you don't, Flatzoid. You fucking don't, because you just explained it to you. And you just didn't hear it. Because you didn't want to hear it.
I told him, hold on, this isn't an open thing right here. Just let Flatzoid.
No, I'm making the point for Flatzoid. He asked how do we know.
He doesn't need his point.
Jeremy, we don't
Yeah, but
need
that's
your commentary, brother.
But yeah, guys,
We
I'm
don't
not.
need it, man. Not right now. That's the topic, guy. We don't need that right now.
Yeah, it's just me and Witsit. But yeah,
I'm
the
addressing
point.
Flatzoid.
Whoa, it's me and Witsit.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, just stop, dude. Just Jesus
Hold
Christ.
on. Yeah, hold on.
I told Witsit about this guy.
No, Riggs,
But it does.
right now, Riggs. Stop.
Please stop, bro.
Okay, so
No, please, I can't. Stop. Stop. And Flatzoid said to talk to you.
Okay, so yes, Witsit, if that's what you say, then fine, I'll accept that until I get more evidence for that. But that's what I heard. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I'm saying, think about how you do. Wait, I'm trying to level with you here, okay? Because you know the truth is actually I've defended you. So you're trying to run this game that I did, and all stuff. I defended you against FED, all that, right? We supposedly mended the situation where you did slander me and talk pretty reckless about me, but then we had like a meeting of minds and we talked about all that, right? And I've defended you many times, so I'm trying to level with you right now, okay? Like, think about how you said it. You did not ask me. You did not say, hey, there's an accusation that this happened or whatever. What you said was, why did you pretend to be a Glober the other day?
Okay, then that came out wrong. Then I'm sorry.
Then you said, yeah, you came in and pretended to be a Glober, and then you said, it's recorded. What's it? That is not a question. That is not skepticism. That is a definitive accusation. It is slander. Okay?
Well, if it's
so every time I call, let me say this, I'm trying to tell you, man, you listen. Every time I tell the flat earthers, like, look, I get why you would be suspicious, because even when I watch the videos, it's such a foreign scene, it's so pristine that it like almost looks fake. Like it looks like too good to be true or something, because I've never seen anything like that in my life. None of us have. And I get why people will be skeptical of it in general, right? I have no problem with people being skeptical. I have no problem with people asking questions. None of that. There's a big difference in you asking questions that don't quite add up to you and needing the context or being skeptical, and you going around and making definitive claims that are slanderous, making accusations that you know I've been busted, I'm a Mason, da, da, da. Now you're saying that you were saying that I got duped or whatever, but you did just do it. You just did it right now. You just now accused me of pretending to be a Glober defending me in an auth account. You didn't ask me anything. You accused me of
wait.
Do you see that that's a problem?
Wait. You know that the problem is? You're just saying trust me, bro. With everything you've just been saying, is just trust me. That's not a defense. Just because you say it wasn't you is not a defense. Just because you say you're not contradicting yourself is not a defense. Just because you're saying things does not make a defense with it.
No, prove it was me, Flatzoid. How am I supposed to prove it wasn't me? Like all of a sudden you don't know how logic works? So you're now when anyone can just make up any accusation of someone unless they can definitively prove it isn't true, it remains true. What are you talking about? Go find the timestamp. You haven't even heard it apparently. You haven't even actually seen where it was supposedly done. Go find when it was done. Go find when it was done and see if I was talking in Discord at the same time.
You apparently neither when you literally said, I didn't hear it, but I think I was drunk. That is again a red flag for me. When I hear things
You
like
just repeated the same lie.
listen
You just repeated the same
when
lie.
I'm
Why are you
talking.
lying so much?
Listen when I'm talking. That is why red flags come up. When you contradict yourself like that by saying, listen, yeah, I didn't vape, but I could have vaped. I didn't see the snow, but I picked up the snow. I didn't listen to your streams, but you slandered me. I didn't do this, but the guy was drunk. That's literally contradiction, red flags. And that's what goes up when you're like, but dude, you're saying this and you're saying something else. When you contradict your own statements, that's a red flag. That's it.
Those are all lies. You are strawmanning each of the things that were actually said. Lies is exactly what Glover's did. Let's go through each of them. I didn't say I didn't vape, but I vaped. I said I objectively did not hit a vape and exhale on that stream to try to fake my breath. I did not say I picked up the snow, but I didn't pick up the snow, or whatever you said. I didn't say that. I explained very clearly that I went and picked up where I saw a pile of snow. When I walked back, I saw there was another pile of snow closer there. I did not say, oh, I didn't listen to him, but I knew he was drunk. What I said was, I didn't even hear it. I haven't even heard it. I just heard this accusation recently, like last night, and Rig, along with a couple other people, told me that they had heard it, and the guy didn't even really sound like me, and he sounded like he was really drunk. So I just clarified for you 10 minutes ago. I said, no, I didn't claim that I didn't listen to him, but then I could tell he was drunk. I said, I didn't even hear it. Someone else told me that they heard it, and that it was a guy that didn't really even sound like me, and he sounded drunk. So then you just repeated the lie again.
I said why I see red flags. I didn't repeat the lie. I said this is why I see a red flag. Okay, so stop trying to say something like I'm just lying. Instead of just saying, yeah, okay, that does sound kind of suspicious. Does that not sound suspicious to you or not?
Say it again.
Does that sound suspicious to you or not? If I say, okay, I didn't do this, I didn't watch this, but the guy sounded drunk, what would your thoughts be?
No, I didn't say, but the guy sounded drunk. You keep on changing
That is
what
what
I
you said.
No.
Those were your words. The guy sounded drunk.
No, what I actually said was, I haven't even heard it. What other people told me that they did, and what they said was that it didn't even really sound like me, and that the guy sounded like he was drunk.
Okay, I can accept that.
I've said that 5 times now. So
no. What you've been doing 5 times is saying. What you've been doing 5 times is saying I'm just lying.
This is a perfect example. I've said that same thing I just said 5 times. You keep on waiting a few seconds and then repeating it, saying I contradicted myself because I claimed I didn't hear him, but that he sounded drunk. That's a lie.
I wonder if anybody can get hold of that Matt guy that was in. That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be, because here's the real thing. Once it comes in and we talk at the same time, people move the goalposts. So Austin somehow.
And who do you want to vote for? And he wins all the time, and he gets the.
That was a stream.
To manipulate space and time and make it where he talks at the same time. He actually recorded this interaction or whatever. And if someone goes and finds that I was talking Discord at the same time, they're like, oh, well, that was a recording or whatever. Or even if they just can't, if it's definitively disproven, they'll just pretend they never levied that false accusation against me. They'll move on like it never happened, and they'll just move the goalpost to another one. And let's just quickly go. Let's just try to wrap this up and something else. Let's just go through the list of all the stupid false claims of flat earthers.
That is really odd. Before you do move on, that is really odd because you and Jaren lately have been seeming to kind of degrade flat Earth. You know, you kind of telling flat earthers how dumb they are, how they all keep moving the goalposts, how they're all doing this dishonesty, how nobody wants truth or anything. Why is that? Why is so-called flat earth truthers being this way to actual flat earthers? And no, you're not a flat earther because you said you're a true earther. So don't come and say
because you're not a truther.
Yes,
anyone
I am. This is why we have this conversation.
Anyone acting like this isn't a truther, they're an anti-truther. And all I've said, it's actually flat earthers, a bunch of them, not all of them, obviously. In fact, the real ones all also agree with me that you guys are making us look terrible. You're making us look schizophrenic. You're giving them all the ammunition they need. If everyone had stayed calm and said that what's in the sky doesn't prove the ground, we falsified the globe, it doesn't matter what the sun does, we laughed and said, haha, whatever, this is going to flip around on you, it's giving us tons of publicity, and everyone had to remain cool, then it would have been a huge win for flat earth. But the only win that the globe has now had is that half the community has filled the stereotype that we just say no to evidence, that we don't know how to do research, that we have no discernment, that we deceptively edit videos to push narratives, and when we're called out, we keep doubling down on the lie, that we turn our head away from it. Now what that's done is undermined all of the claims that we've caught NASA faking stuff. So like, oh yeah, let me guess, you caught NASA faking stuff the same way that you caught Austin faking stuff. It completely discredits flat earth in many ways. The community that is acting like this, the half the community is acting like this, is doing such a disservice for flat earth that it's absolutely disgusting, especially a community in a truth that I've sacrificed all kinds of things in my personal life for, and then I come back after doing it for you guys, and you guys try to burn me at the stake. And here is an example. We'll just go through the list of things. You've done it multiple times even in this stream, where once your narrative was called out, you just keep on repeating it and tactically changing what I said to try to make it look like I contradicted myself, even though not one time in this entire stream have I contradicted myself. But let's go through the list of things that has been spread on the internet. This perfectly elucidates the point, because what a Glober will do is they'll make a claim, you'll debunk it, and then they'll just skate past it like it never happened. And then you'll come in Discord the next day, and that same Glober will be making the same point that got debunked as if it never happened. Okay? That's what Globers do. That's not what...
That's what you do, Austin. That's what you do. What are you talking about, buddy? You do the same fucking thing, pal.
truthers do. That's not what flat earthers do.
Man.
But all of a sudden, because they're suffering from cognitus, they didn't think there would be a 24-hour sun, right? Because if it doesn't matter and it's inconsequential to flat earth, then why the hell are you people acting like this? You're
Hey, Martin H., did you sneak in? Did I miss you?
talk about double speaking. It doesn't matter at all, but I must just do mental gymnastics to.
Oh, no, you're on my other. Jesus Christ. I've got another window open with my other live stream, and he's in there. Jesus fucking shit.
Try to claim that it wasn't real. They claimed that it was a green screen and that we were faking Antarctica. And that's because, I'm going to go through the list.
I don't have another hour to go, so I'm just going to quickly say this.
I don't have another hour either. I have maybe
you
10 minutes.
just made my point. You just made my point by what you just spewed. Again, saying flat earth is this, flat earth is that. And by the way, it's not a contradiction when we say we don't care what the sun does or not. We are calling out the deception we see. That is what a flat earther does.
Oh, by the way, Flatzoid had a live stream scheduled for 11 o'clock in the morning. Right about this time, right about the time that this one ended. Why did you cancel your live stream, Flatzoid? Why did you do that right after you got fucking demolished on Discord?
When you see deception, you call out the deception.
You have seen no deception.
And because you can't accept you have been shown to be deceptive, you want to now project it onto the people that call you out.
No, you proclaimed him deceptive. And now you're just saying, since you've been shown, no, you haven't shown him to be deceptive, Flatzoid. Not with the TFE.
I am going to shout out every flat earther that has been calling this TFE farce, satanic thing out. Heads up, guys, keep a good job up, because these guys are literally here to make flat earth look stupid and dishonest.
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you're doing. That's what you do. That's what you've always done. That's what, if anyone's a freaking agent, it's freaking Oakley. That's what you guys have always done. You make us look stupid. You make stupid arguments, and when they're debunked, you don't have the humility to admit that they're wrong. Just
What's
like
the ether?
Proof that there is, just like saying the proof that there is no downward bias is that things go in all directions. That is literally the stupidest, lowest IQ argument I've ever heard in my life, and you guys will never stop saying it because you've said it for
What's
years.
the ether?
Because obviously there can be a downward bias, there can be another force that's stronger than that.
Yeah, I mean, his live stream was scheduled for 11. So it's not like this was the live stream.
A downward bias that overcomes it. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard in my life, and you guys all keep saying it. But I'm going to now go through the list of the things
What's
that
the
prove the
ether?
point that flat earthers have been wrong about every one of the actions. You just claimed that I've been proven to be deceptive, and every single one of your claims
So
have
what's
been
the ether?
debunked live for the audience, and you've had to censor me, you've had to interrupt me, and you've had to lie about what I actually said, even though it's recorded and everyone's heard me say it. They claimed that there was a green screen because he accidentally left his green screen filter on, and that you could actually see the green screen glitch out on his jacket. Of course, if they weren't retarded, they would know that if we were using a green screen to fake the Antarctic background, when the green screen showed up on the guy's jacket, it would have showed Antarctica, not the TFE background that he always uses. He just left the green filter on. What did they then do? They tried to then do a stream to debunk the claim that there was a green screen. So McToon and him both streamed each other from different angles. They picked the drone up and they shot the drone back super far to show there wasn't a green screen there. Then McToon walked over there to tape it from the other angle to prove that that drone was in fact flying away. When the drone got closer to him, it started beeping. Flat earthers deceptively started sharing videos and saying that it proves that there is a wall over there, or that there is a green screen because that's the proximity sensor in the drone and it started beeping. But in reality, it just got close to McToon and started beeping.
I've got something on that if you want to answer, because we literally saw last night where it showed a shadow, two shadows for the drone, one on the snow and one on the other side which looked like to be a wall.
Okay, so you see what happened right there? This is my perfect point. Just like with Globers, when their point gets debunked, they
Hey, Master Cleek.
immediately shifted over.
Sorry,
to
you haven't debunked it. I said this is what we saw last night. So what's your answer to seeing another shadow which seems to be looking on a wall?
I
That
have
you claim?
no idea what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, and I know for a fact that it will be easily debunked.
So who's the one?
What
Oh,
just
so you
did-
know it will
what
be
you
debunked.
just-
Great, guys. So
Yes.
Whitsett is doing what Globers do. I know. I don't
okay.
know what it is. But I don't know what it is, but it's just going to be debunked. That's called
Yeah,
deception.
you know what?
Well
If I said,
done.
are you retarded? Okay, hey, buddy, if I was actually there, let's say hypothetically, I actually went to Antarctica. I was actually there. It was actually just Antarctica. I actually watched them fly the drone backwards. Would I have a position in that scenario to be able to say that I know the claims that it was faked would be debunked? Of course I would, right? Because I freaking was there. Now, again, what happened was the flat earthers claimed that proved there was a wall there because the proximity sensor went off. And actually what happened was it just got closer to McToon. It had a sensor in both the back and the front. And when I pointed that out, you immediately deflected over to, I have something else about that. So my point here is these are all the claims that have been circulating that have caused everyone to claim that it was fake. And they're all wrong, okay? The other one, McToon's shadow is stretched out and got way longer. This was shared by all kinds of fighters. This proves that there was like local studio lighting. But then Dave actually had his wife walk in a parking lot and taped it and showed that's just what happened. It's based on the angle of the camera, the object that's casting the shadow, and the relative angle of the sunlight. And that his wife walked across the parking lot and her shadow was super long, and then when she got in front of him, it got super short.
You know
that
why?
was shared everywhere.
You know why?
Hey, Kirby.
Because the sun is local. What's it?
That is irrelevant.
No, it's not, man. It really
It's
isn't.
not, because we live on a flat earth. What's it? I thought you're a flat earther. So the sun is local. What's it? Observation shows it's true because the sun is local. What's it? You get it? Because it shows it's
Then it couldn't be. There couldn't be a 24-hour sun. See, on your flat Earth, it doesn't work, man.
local. What's it? Means
does
it's not
that-
93
when
million
do I
miles
get it?
away.
Unless you think like Karen B, that you see a circling sun everywhere you go, and which because it's magic, which would make it a 24-hour sun everywhere. So unless you think like her,
Claim was that the claim was that it was a studio light, and that's why that happened. Okay, there was studio lighting. That isn't true. Dave walked outside using the sunlight with his wife, showing that the shadows. I'll happily admit that, in my opinion, the way that the shadows work actually show that it's a local ISO, it's a local sun. That isn't the point. The point is that they claimed it proved we were in a studio because of the shadow doing that, and that was immediately debunked. Another one is they didn't see footprints in the sun.
Wait. How was it debunked? By showing a local sun somewhere else, correct?
The claim wasn't that the sun was local. The claim was that it was studio lighting.
Studio lighting. Is the light local in the studio?
Yes.
Is the sun local in reality?
Yeah.
So exactly, it didn't debunk anything. What it did debunk was the globe. It didn't debunk that it was in the studio. It debunked the globe. But you, not as a flat earther, not as a flat earther, doesn't see this. Instead, you say they debunked something. That is not called truth, Witsit. That is called you being deceptive.
Holy fucking shit.
Okay, so once again, the actual claim was that it proves it was in a studio. Try and keep up. See if you can really keep up.
Yeah, you're a glober. We get it. You're a glober.
The claim was that it proved definitive.
Yeah, I mean, the chat is more entertaining than the conversation.
That it was filmed in a studio.
That doesn't
the
debunk
shadows did that. Dude,
it doesn't debunk
it. Dude, stop interrupting.
You haven't debunked that it wasn't in a studio, Witsit.
Stop interrupting.
Okay, but I'm done because I have to go, unfortunately. Because
Yes, they have debunked that it was in a studio. Yes, they have.
I told my wife half an hour.
Yeah, leave. You got destroyed.
Dude, we can do this again, but it's not going to help because all you do is lie and contradict
yourself. Why give you any more attention or clout? Hell no.
Yeah, because you're a glober.
Hell no.
That's what you've been doing.
I'm a glober?
Yeah. You just literally showed everyone, said, look, we've debunked a studio because we went out to the sun and it did the same.
What I said.
So to them, being intelligent and understanding physics and astronomy and science is an insult.
Yeah, that is what you said. You said they did another observation with his wife and the shadows because the sun...
I don't know, my children are back home. I'm not going to scream to talk, dude. Get a life.
Okay, well, I also got to go with it. So appreciate you calling me out. Appreciate you showing your deception and not actually doing anything other than showing you're a shield. So appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go. And thank you for letting everyone know you're legitimately just useless in this community. So
I'm not in your community. I'm not a glober. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, that was interesting. Unfortunately,
Yeah, you got fucking demolished, man.
Wasn't supposed to be on this long. It went on long. But let me see if I can quickly read out all the super chats. I appreciate all of you because this is like, I just can't take his double speak and deception anymore. It's insane. Okay, thank you, LJ, for $2 super chat. It says play that video from Flat Out True channel on him. The thing is, it wouldn't have helped out because it's edited. But thank you very much. Richard Ball for $5. He says, Flats, TFE is garbage. But I mean, fairness, I just read an old Reddit post where a guy claimed he worked in the cold dry freezer and couldn't see his breath. Yeah, I'm not claiming that you don't see it, but it was 50% humidity that day. And that means you should see it. And he was moaning the whole time, you can't see it. Then fighting for that he could see it. You see, it's contradiction. And then thank you, Ernest T. Bass, for your $10. He says, please de-escalate. You are brothers. Give grace to each other. This isn't the time or place to do this. Witsit is not really a brother in Christ, Ernest. So I'm sorry to say it, but I'm going to call out deception for what it is. That is what God calls person that people have to do as truthers. So that's what I do. And for Jax, thank you for your gifting membership. I appreciate it. Jeff Conkel, thank you for your $2. He said,
yeah, we're not going to watch any more of this. I'm going to go through the
He gets to be the one.
This video by what's his fuck Nachetka or whatever his name is. And I'm going to listen to that voice more because yeah. As soon as I realized why he was playing it, I was like, no, yeah, that's Witsit. So this is Earth Awakenings.
Yeah, but that guy does sounds a bit like you, but definitely not you. If you listen for him for a longer time, you can definitely tell that he's definitely not you.
Well, they were telling me that he like talks way slower and has way smaller of a vocabulary and doesn't speak like me.
So I mean, I was dumb.
So okay, they're talking about that. Good. Yeah, that was the first time Witsit has ever won a debate. Absolutely. What am I doing here? What the fuck was I gonna? Oh yeah, I know. Move everything back to where it was. There we go.
You know what? You can't trust anybody anymore.
Well, we can't trust you. That's for sure.
Well, I'm not expecting you to. I never said that I was in Antarctica.
No, I mean, I'm saying we can't even trust you for like basic rudimentary discernment.
Okay. So says you.
Hang on, guys. You don't think Austin even went to Antarctica, correct?
Who's that? Is that for me?
Yeah, please.
No, I think they went to Antarctica. But I think that we can't trust any of the 24-hour videos that they're going to edit and produce for us to see.
Yes.
They didn't edit them. They've already produced them, dude. They haven't been edited.
They flew down there, and they filmed all their real videos, shitting into the shitters and putting their pee in the bottles and doing all this fun stuff just so that the 24-hour...
I don't think anybody did that. Nobody filmed that. What are you talking about, man?
videos would look more realistic.
Dumbest argument ever. Low IQ. Move on. Nobody cares.
That's why you're claiming Witz
It's a
is
nail on the
lying.
head there.
Or
why
we're,
you-
Well, it's
or
a
we're
good
being
theory, but
gaslit purposely.
it lacks firsthand knowledge of anything.
We actually have a solar we're gonna have a solar filter time lapse. You realize that, right?
Oh, so what does that mean?
What do you
I
mean?
have to believe it?
Why
means
are
you're
we
going to look
entertaining
very
the
dumb.
idiot?
No,
I'll say
listen,
it. I'll
what
say
if,
it.
I thought there was an age restriction.
what's
on
the
this.
difference between that video from 2016 that you guys all discredited because it was edited and chopped up?
That it was actually edited and chopped up.
So what's the difference between
This
your
one
videos?
isn't. These videos
None
aren't.
of them. What? Oh, so you say?
To go out
Yeah,
and
we were.
debate and
Austin.
represent Flat Earth on
That 2016 video wasn't either.
Able to prove the other one was. They literally.
Wait, are
looked
you
at the-
saying because? Yeah, trust me, bro.
No, I'm saying, hey, look, here's extensive documented evidence. Like what I've been doing and sharing the screen with people in here showing is that the next video that I'm going to upload is a 1.45 terabyte, 4K, 25-hour long video.
See, karma might not be immediate, but it is fucking definite. It is deliberate. It will get you sooner or later. Austin's learning that.
That's 360. It's
We
25
should have
hours
done
long.
this right now. With it, we could have had this 25-hour marathon and got all this nonsense over and done with in the next 25
Yeah, you
hours.
should have put it up a long time ago. So
I should have put it up a
videos
long
cannot
time ago.
be
Shut
manipulated.
up. I should have put it up a long time ago. Let's talk about it. What is your basis for that claim?
For what?
That I should have put it up a long time ago. How long does it take to export that video?
What's it been? 2 weeks?
So you don't even know. Okay, cool. I'll help you
No,
out.
I'm asking you a question. What's it been? 2 weeks?
No, you didn't ask a question. You said that it should have already been up.
13 days ago.
Okay, so we flew back to Punta Arenas, and then we had to stay there for 3 days. We were in Punta Arenas for 3 days. At the airport or at the hotel, the download Wi-Fi was 4 megabits per second, and the upload was like 0.1. Okay, there was no way to download or upload anything, much less a 1.45 terabyte 360 video. Secondly, the film was so big, the file was so big, when you use Insta360, you actually have to open the files up in the Insta360 app. It was so big, it wouldn't open up and it wouldn't recognize it. So we actually had to contact the company, who then took over 48 hours to give it to us where it could actually be opened. Then it had to be exported, and after 8 hours, only 15% of the video had been exported. Then, when I got back from Punta Arenas, I was there for like 1 day. I was home for like 1 day, catching up with family, catching up with my bills, all kinds of other stuff, and I was sick. Immediately, I had to fly to Tennessee to be with the family for holidays, and then I came back. I got back Saturday night. Then immediately Sunday, I am trying to get all this video out, right? This whole video out, and I've showed people share screen for hours. They've watched the whole thing. It's an incredibly big file. It's actually broken up into like 100 different files. They're all like roughly 18 gig, 13 to 18 gig a piece, and it's like 1.45 total, like 1.5 terabytes total. And I'm having to actually download it, try to sync it to my computer, and then get it where it's available offline.
Hey, Clarence.
And download it. It's taking forever. There's all kinds
You
of
should have
issues with
canceled
it where it's
Christmas,
not.
bro.
It's
I'm not arguing
been a
that.
nonstop process of me trying to get this video out. And I sat there and shared the screen and let people see me do the whole thing for many hours, to the point that I stayed until 4:30 last night trying to get it done.
Yeah,
Well,
you
listen,
should.
I'm
You should.
Hold on.
Your family time was not a thing. You couldn't have done that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should
trying
have
to argue
canceled.
that.
You 100. Hold on. You should have just canceled Christmas. All right, no
No.
excuses. Play like a champ.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You don't work.
I know that. I know
Why
that
do
that
you
stuff
feel
is
like you gotta answer them?
Oh yeah,
What?
touche. It's because I'm actually just trying to my best to be like as selfless as possible.
How did
I
Dave?
see that, Austin, but you know I would already told him to fuck off. I don't work for you.
Yeah, just stop letting these assholes.
Damn
screw you, man.
holidays.
The footage will be up there when it's up there.
It's
And
up there.
just
I'm just going to
ass
ask one question. Dave McKeegan was able to put up a shortened time lapse video.
Good for Dave.
Yeah, now let me tell you about that. Okay, so we landed. We had 4 hours before we were allowed to go to the other area that was set up, and then we did that because of people like you, which would have said it was all fake because there was a 13.5 degree elevation angle of the mountain. The sun would have slightly gone behind it. We had to go out 1.5 kilometers all by ourselves, set up around Starlink, and then so we landed at 4. We don't get all the 360 stuff set up in the field until around 9:30 to 10. That's where all the different ones. That's the window that they all got set up. So then we're there for 24 consecutive hours. After 10, we get back. We have to pack everything up, go back over to the camp. We don't really get there till like 1 in the morning. Dave McKeegan then, being a psycho, low key, then stays up until 5 in the morning trying to use their shoddy Wi-Fi to take his time lapse, which was a 23-minute total video, then speed it up to less than 48 seconds so that he could actually upload it. Uploads it and it processes on a slow internet, but it's a smaller video at that point. It's only 48 seconds. He's able to get it uploaded, stays up until like 5:36 in the morning to do it, gets
Good
that
for
video
him.
out really quick so people can see it, and it's a way smaller file than any of the other ones. And when I said, hey man, I'm about to have a 4K 25-hour long video. It's literally 25 hours long. And it's a 360 video. It's interactive. You can fact check where everyone's walking. You can fact check the different angles of the different cameras and the different videos that you've seen, where the sun is, everything. It's interactive. It's 4K. It's 25 hours long, 1.45 terabytes. You responded with, you should have already had it up.
Yeah. Dave McKeegan did it.
Oh
What,
my
you
God,
say not
you're
happy
just
with the way that the evidence is coming out? It's
Why
true.
don't you go down here yourself and get it? It's just as easy as that.
No, you
Dave
guys are
McKeegan
fun.
wanted to be the first to
Hey,
post
listen.
something.
If anything, I called in and
Dave McKeegan
I
wanted
love
to
you
be the
guys.
first one
I'm
to
having
put on
fun,
Hello.
and I'm not trying to. I've listened to you guys for years.
You're being a troll.
You're having fun calling Wicked a liar. How about that?
No,
Why don't
you
you go
not
have
hear me
some
try to
fun?
get in,
Hold
bro?
on.
Nah,
Why
I
don't
was
you
trying
go
to get it
have
before
some
you
fun
did. You
and
hold
find a
on.
solution?
Go ahead.
You hold on.
The only reason I
Oh
called
my
in.
God, that isn't a time for you to jump in. I'm trying to get in.
Just
Holy
mute
fuck.
that dude, man.
Oh, just listen. Okay.
All right, so Dave McKeegan tried to be the first one to post something because he knew something. Anyway, everybody's gonna go watch that 24-hour video, even if it was crappy. He didn't give a crap. He just wanted the views. That's all he wanted.
And we wanted to quickly give people something. I was in full support of him getting it out real quick. And the file size was way, way, way smaller. So you're saying, oh, Dave McKeegan could do it. You mean upload a 48-second video? Because I'm talking about a 25-hour long 4K 360 video.
Yeah. All right. Well, for the 4 flat earthers that were there, we didn't get nothing.
Oh my God.
Hold your damn horses.
Hey, didn't get nothing, dude. You guys, they fucking live streamed the whole time.
But, hey, if you're not happy with the way the evidence is coming out, book yourself a flight down to Antarctica and go get it yourself.
There you go.
I don't
Exactly, man.
need a flight. I'll walk.
All right.
You're going to walk the ocean?
All right, so you're a troll.
Yeah, definitely a troll.
No,
All right, it's
no,
okay.
listen.
Well,
The only
he's
reason-
kind of covering up his schizophrenia with the idea that he's trolling. Because in reality, he actually does think we faked something. He actually does think that was me pretending to be a Glober, or I'm actually a Glober pretending to, I don't know what he thinks. But he actually believes these things. This isn't all just like him trolling. He's just covering up because now that he's starting to be exposed and we're starting to debunk all of his claims, he's starting to try to cover it up as if he's just joking. You're not joking. You've gone around. You're one of many people. Many people have gone around slandering me, accusing me of something that isn't true.
So, this right here, this is a video series. This is number 14. This is the last one in the series. This sock right here was made on the thing I'm printing right now. The exact file, the exact model. Hers is a little different with the way it's set up, but that's what I'll be able to do with this knitting machine. That makes scarves. All a scarf is a big long tube, and be able to make hats. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, this one I probably won't be able to make hats. I probably have to make a bigger one. But yeah.
And bearing false witness. And I'm gonna say this one thing to you, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
You need to realize what you're doing. I don't know if you're a believer or whatever, but you should know that bearing false witness is serious. Lying about people is serious. And when there's somebody that then went and put themselves on a limb, spent money that they don't have, had no sleep. This was all three of us. Had no sleep, got completely set up in the sense that we were told we couldn't didn't bring much equipment, but all the Globers knew that they got there a day earlier, got the rest, that we had to fly 24 consecutive hours, turn around, never stop, and then go to Antarctica.
No, all the Globers didn't know that you could take more luggage. That was only like last minute thing. They realized that there was only 10 people on the fucking flight, so they allowed you more luggage, which was kind of stupid. I mean, what the fuck are they going to go home and get more luggage at that point?
Didn't get the Wi-Fi password for 10 hours, but all the Globers had it. Then we have to sit there with people like McToon gloating, rubbing it in our face. They're all taunting us. Then we're getting hit pieces done by the mainstream all over the place. Jaren's pictures all over the place with them lying about what he said, taking them out of context. All the Globers are blowing us up, talking trash. Then we turn around and the people that are supposed to be truthers, they're supposed to have our back, that we did all of that for, made all those sacrifices for, are the most vicious people, are slandering us more than anybody else, and are literally accusing us of being like Jewish paid actor, puppet, Masonic shills, that we're all lying, that we sold our soul, and that all of it's fake, and they're just constantly making up lies about all of us. It's pathetic.
Yeah, I think that's a double-edged
You're not a
sword.
truther.
But that's a good thing and a bad thing. Because
That's another example of a sock that was done on the on a 3D printed machine.
because it means like no one's immune to scrutiny in the flat Earth. Like you're not just going to get held up as a messiah. You know,
That's
you're going to get scrutinized.
to attack a person's character.
No, I'm not.
Oh yeah, RT. Yeah, we're not giving Whitson any fucking slack. He's a lying sack of shit. He still is, because he won't admit that the Earth isn't flat.
He's right. Belligerence is belligerence. You're just making
I've been listening to Whitson,
and you're a rude motherfucker who interrupts everybody. All you're doing is being apologetic for your actions. That's it.
What a false dichotomy that either you slander people with false, baseless accusations or you treat them like a messiah. What kind of dichotomy is that? Oh, they don't treat you like a messiah. That's a good thing. They don't treat you like a messiah. Therefore, they baselessly slander you.
Can I get 30 seconds and I'll hang up?
Hell no, man.
Anyway, I'm not interested in the rest of this. Yeah, rib sock crank along. They might get you into trouble. Oh. So I might be back later today. I'm going to take a little break. I got some housework to do. And I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'll come back later today. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Put some money in the kitty. Click like, subscribe if you haven't. It helps the channel out. Happy New Year if you've already had it. And hopefully 2025 will be a better year. So thanks for watching.